just kind of falls backwards and just like, oh, you gotta meet my husband, Tindalos here.
What?
Tindy, this is my dad.
You have a dad?
I guess so. I mean, I heard things about him, but I never really got to see him for more than a few occasions. And I don't know if he's ever met me.
And he just Tindy just kind of bends down and assesses him, and he's like, do you breathe lightning too, or? You don't look anything alike.
I breathe blood. Do you want to see? It's pretty cool.
I think that'll be okay. Filbert kind of does something like that when he's scared.
Well, it's nothing to brag about, really. And it comes in handy now and then.
Can I give Filbert like a little yank on his tail as an example?
Yeah, Filbert just a little bit of lightning pukes out involuntarily.
Oh, honey. Oh, not in front of my dad.
And Finn like nods and he's like, so nothing exploded and none of you are trying to kill each other. Isn't your like restaurant opening today?
Oh, yes, we have a restaurant. Do you like salad? Tendelos. You must have salad.
Is this happening inside of the restaurant?
It's just outside. Like you guys walked out the front door.
Oh, okay.
He's like, come in. Wait, my friends. You must meet all my friends. And it's just like Buster's just kind of got this sensory overload sort of look on his face. He doesn't know what to do next.
Oh.
Just like, friends and Curtis and salad. It just kind of goes off, and Filbert's just like, wow. So that's my dad.
Oh, so you're our first grand opening customers, aren't you? Come in.
This is Kale. I mean, Kelrick.
You guys
Kelrick.
You filter into the Kelrick. Holy shit, that's a good one. You guys
That's a good
filter
one.
into the Jesus, into the severed head. And it's I don't think Finn has been on this floor since it's been remodeled, so he's sort of looking around and taking the place in and complimenting you on stuff. And as they come in, like his hat floats off his head, like it drifts off. He looks at it strangely, and it drifts over and hangs itself on the hook next to the door. And he kind of looks around, points at the hat, and then just looks confused.
Oh, that's Leaf. Leaf is our well, this is a haunted salad bar. See, that's the beauty of it.
He like nods. It's like, right. Well, the three of us we'll just go over to that corner table. We'll give you guys some space. And he's like, and you could just see like Cassie the whole time is just standing there with like her arms crossed, like just watching intimidatingly.
Yeah, I don't think she says a thing. I don't think that she has any words to say except when she goes to get her order. She wants a Caesar salad.
So
the most strong of salads.
The three of them will excuse themselves from the conversation to not interfere with your
I thought the strongest salad was blue cheese.
to not interfere with your to not interfere with your reunion. They sort of remove themselves.
The stonkiest of salads.
The rest of you are inside the inn, I guess. So
it's like, wow. They're all sitting together probably. Let's sit down. And he just sits in a stool.
Can they even reach the table?
It's just.
Yeah, they're just there. They're like little kids. Their feet, like, don't touch the floor.
So
they can reach the table. It comes up to like here.
Oh, so he's just kind of like, so Filbert. tell me about your life. Well, geez, where do I begin? And he's just kind of chatting, and while they're talking, Buster is interested, but he keeps on just kind of his eyes keep drifting over to Tindalos, and then over to Curtis, and then to Tindalos, and then Curtis again, and then he's just like, wait.
He'll put it together slowly.
So, I forget the name of Boris's daughters. It was Sylvia and Sasha. One of them comes filtering out of the kitchen, take like a little surprised that you guys haven't officially opened yet, but like the owners are there, so takes your order, tells you should be right back. Do you guys, I assume, order drinks, or do you just want salads?
I want the love potion. And I'm going to send one over to Cassie.
Aww.
Wait, Layla is gonna send a drink to Cassie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh my God.
I ship it.
It'd be cool.
Is that technically just masturbation?
But with both hands, okay.
With both hands.
To be fair, it's positively angelic.
It is.
Just saying.
I don't want to get you banned, sorry.
And her hands are so strong.
And her hands are so soft.
Sure.
It's
yeah,
it's
if-
the house drink, one of the
If
drinks.
anybody else wants to filter in and conversate or do anything, feel free. Otherwise, it's you guys sit and chat for a long time. Filbert can relate his adventures, and Buster can relate theirs, like back and forth. Layla orders a drink for Cassie. Finn and Jay order food and are having drinks and are sort of just chilling out in the early in the day. That's it.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like Tindy and Kurt would probably have that weird, awkward, like staring at each other, just while Filbert and Buster are gabbing away.
Can Layla insight check that? I have a feeling she'd be
Yeah.
hanging around, looking at you guys, enjoying the delights of a family reunited.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
Oh,
That's
do I
pretty
notice
good.
anything weird?
I mean, you pick up on the strange vibe where they're giving each other the stink eye, and Curtis keeps looking at the accoutrement that your new half-orc friend is wearing. And he has a big scar, Tindalos, across. I forget which eye it was. His left eye.
The right eye?
Okay, across his right eye, he has a big scar where
It's on the picture.
this is true. It is his right eye, like a star-shaped, I just look above my desk where it's hanging. Like a big star-shaped scar across one side of his face.
Would I recognize them as looking similar? Kind of like
With an 18 insight, I mean, yeah, they have similar features. Is Tindalos wearing his Hawaiian patterned shirt?
Probably.
Okay, so both of them have similar patterns on their clothing too. They have similar facial features and build, and yeah, they both have this floral print that they wear.
Curtis.
Curtis doesn't talk much anyway, so
Yeah, I'm gonna
him not talking is not that odd, but
I'm gonna whisper in Curtis's ear. I'm gonna be like, "You guys have the same shirt print. You've been to the same tailor. This is interesting that someone else has the same fashion sense as you."
Oh yes, isn't it? I think Kurt would try to make small talk with Tindy, And he, oh God, how do you small talk? I haven't done this in forever. You said your name was Tindalos? Oh, that's such a lovely name. I used to have a son named Tindalos.
It's so common now.
Yeah.
And Filbert.
Oh,
Wow, you don't say.
yeah.
I used to have a dad named Curtis, and he ripped out my eye and replaced it with a horrifying magical artifact.
And I think Tindy is just very kind of short, to put it lightly. And he's like, "Oh, you lost your son?" Yeah, I did many years ago. In fact, I have many pictures of him if you'd like to see. And he pulls out like one of those really long wallets. Full of pictures.
Love that you had that ready to go.
Yeah, I had to
It's
get
like,
that
this is what
ready.
So you're
We want
saying
to
that
be-
the bard
Yeah.
has an accordion style wallet?
And,
Yep.
and like all yeah, as they like the photos, like the drawings, the pictures, would like flip out of the long ass dad wallet. A lot of these things would be things Tendalos would remember, like little moments, little memories from his life, probably from a happier period in his life. But they're things Tendalos like they would like childhood memories of his.
Filbert looks extremely uncomfortable. And
So I
Buster.
think. Wait, no. Do you wanna go, or should I finish?
No, go ahead, please.
I was just gonna say, like, I think as the dawning realization like sets in, he just kind of like freezes up more and more.
Who, Tindy?
Yeah. He's like, oh,
Slowly getting quieter.
very
So,
sorry to hear that.
At this point, I'm going to just wander over. Like, Boris's daughters are serving too, but I also try to like go over. It's like, Buster, can I get you something for your friend? Salad or drink?
Yes! Oh, how rude of me. Would you guys like anything to eat or drink on the house, of course?
And then I think we have all this. We have a Cobb salad and Caesar salad, kale salad. Some weird combination that's like I think it's like
We
a
also
tuna
have-
salad. I don't
we
know
have
the
Buster's
finish.
salad. Because Buster has a signature salad.
I do?
Remember? Because we were talking about the colors of your scales.
No, that was. I
Or
think
was
that's
that-
Chris's.
Do you not
It's
remember
Chris's? My bad.
this,
Chris's
Buster?
parents' salad.
No, it's Chris's. My bad. I got myself mixed
Magic
up.
dragon salad.
Oh,
Yes.
Got a Waldorf
one
salad.
of each.
Got a Cobb salad. Chef salad.
I mean,
Fuck
Boris can
salad,
make other
Cobb
stuff
salad,
too.
chicken
like,
salad, egg salad, and potato salad.
They
Yeah.
only serve salad here.
Mixed nuts.
They don't have the word salad in them.
You can put corn nuts in a salad.
Oh, you guys.
Hmm?
Can we serve Coke salad?
What's that?
You guys
Oh, not
serve
Coke salad. Oh no! I know what you're
Fuck
talking
is
about.
Coke salad?
Oh no.
Is this a horrifying Midwestern food?
It might be.
I'm from the
Maybe.
Midwest. Well, I grew up in the Midwest.
Also, don't
I've
know
never
what
heard of
a Coke salad is.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Pineapple,
I'm gonna pull up
water.
a nice picture of
cherry
it
gelatin.
and then a bad picture of it.
It's
So you know
cherry.
how
Okay,
this
so
would
it's like a
work.
cherry pie, sort of, but with
No,
Coca-Cola
it's
in
not
it.
a pie.
It is not a pie.
Is it sexy?
No,
It is not sexy.
Is it really nasty?
it's like cherry pie, Coke, Jello.
Ew.
We call
In the world.
Jello salads.
What is wrong with you guys,
Wait,
Rachel?
we were talking about menus, and like Chris was talking about his signature salad. He's like, I want to try a thing called a soap salad. Coke salad makes it, puts it down, and the rest of us like just slowly push the salad away. Like, let's do a different one.
It's Buster's fave.
Of course it is.
Weird. You guys are weird.
You just now realize this? You've
I
noticed
love
long enough.
how incredibly variable this recipe is. How it can be like kind of okay looking to like really, what is this? Why have you
Why have you
created this
forsaken me?
monstrosity? Yeah.
Yeah, looking like a movie special effect made with KY jelly from the 80s.
Yeah.
Ew.
I'm not even gonna look this up now. I was thinking about it. I
It's-
changed my mind.
It's all up in the Discord.
Oh,
No!
awesome. I can just
Now
look in
it's
the
all
Discord.
easily accessible. What have you
Oh.
done?
Oh no, Sydney! No! Ah!
You had to know.
No, I didn't.
Oh,
Yeah, you
I
did.
God.
knew!
That
Maybe
one
not
looks
again.
like
For the benefit of-
placenta.
Ew!
It looks like a brain that was carved out through the center. It's like,
No, that
We're all
looks like you
zombies now.
removed someone's spine and made it a circle.
Oh
Anyway,
yeah, it does!
It looks like
know.
cherry jello, and y'all are weird.
it is cherry jello.
I mean-
It's so red though.
I mean,
Like
removing somebody's
cherries.
removing
No,
somebody.
no, that's red.
The
That's
cherries are
spine.
healthy! It's fruit! You're getting your fruit.
Mhm.
You're getting your collagen in the
We're
form of
way off track.
gelatin.
Let's
Yeah,
bring it back.
Anyway.
cherries.
Anyway.
We are not serving that in this bar.
No, you're not.
Oh,
Because
come on!
it's a salad.
How about
Your favorite!
Oh
Buster
my
can
God.
eat that in
I
his own
lost
time.
control.
You have. You have.
Okay.
Jello
so
shots.
There's this awkward tension between Curtis and Tendalos. The two of them are sort of just staring at each other. Layla does. You do pick up on it, and you can feel it sort of building the longer Buster and Filbert sort of gush and are greeting, and like it takes time. Like food's brought out and drinks are served, and not really picking up on it. Finn and them are just sort of sitting off in the corner doing their thing. But like you can feel this like as Curtis is like, look at these pictures of my son. That's the moment where like you could see Tendalos's like body language start to change. Like he
Mhm.
starts to sit up a little more straight. He starts to square his shoulders a bit more. He's tending to lean away from the table every once in a while. Like you're picking up a little subtle things that are giving you an indication that he's uncomfortable, maybe feeling aggressive, maybe feeling scared. It's hard to tell.
So it's like the beginning of a high school reunion versus the end of a high school reunion.
Yeah, I think that's completely up to yeah. I don't see why your husband wouldn't realize you were uncomfortable.
Well, because just Filbert is so busy chatting with Buster right now. I don't know if he took notice of this happening next to him.
Yeah, I think he would.
So this is a little tense. I get the feeling you two know each other too. Maybe you are actually Tendalos?
What?
You were Tendalos in another life.
This is definitely no. Like look at
No,
this. Like look at this picture, and then look at your face, and then you look at his face. Yeah, you guys are related. It's a reunion of two people's kids and things. And Layla is just like overjoyed. She's like drinks all around.
Oh my god, I think Tindy is just like sweating bullets.
Filbert suddenly stands in his chair and he's just like, well, this has been great. I think that it is very good to meet you, Buster. Curtis.
He said curtly.
Filbert! It's great that you guys have got to meet each other, and you know what? You guys all need a drink, and we need to play a round of cards.
No. I think that we'll be fine. I think Tindy, you mind coming outside with me for a little bit?
I think if Phil tried to put like a hand on Tindy, Tindy would just like vanish in black smoke.
It's just like
He would just poof outside. She's gone.
Filbert just slumps and deflates, and
Layla?
suddenly, like, all the mirth has drained out of his face as he looks at Curtis.
Oh.
You just had to show up, didn't you?
And like right in the middle of that sentence, Finn walks up and was like, "That was a really good sell." Oh. And he's like just now picking up on like the awkward tension.
I'm sorry? Oh wait, he's still holding his wallet.
Buster.
It's not a good time.
Filbert's just like he's almost crackling with electricity. It's like,
Feel the electricity.
like, what? What's wrong? Buster, you can't seriously tell me that you are friends with this man in front of me. Oh, of course, he's my best friend. I've known him forever. How long have you known? And he just blanks, and he starts looking scared. He's
I think
kind of like,
Kurt's just gonna like hold on to him and be like, "Oh, we've been friends for oh god, maybe 30 years, 40, very long time."
really? 30, 40 years being
And I think at this like
friends.
odd moment of Filbert getting mad at Curtis that Buster doesn't really understand, and all the weird dreams and like flash images and awkwardness, like all of that doubt that he's pointed toward Curtis recently is like rolling through the back of his head.
It's just Buster is not looking good. He just like all the colors draining out of his face. He's just like
Aw.
Filbert, and he's like Filbert just shakes his head and steps out of the bar and leaves.
Do you guys need a doggy? Oh.
And as he leaves, Finn's like, "That's still better than I expected that to go, to be honest." Like,
Is there something we should know?
Finn shrugs. I'm not that close to Filbert. All I knew about his dad was that he left when Filbert was young. He shrugs. A lot of criminals you arrest have really terrible home lives.
I mean, a lot of our friends have really terrible home lives.
He nods. It seems to attract that.
And then Finn feels a hand, a very heavy, feminine hand, touch his shoulder.
The fucking sword just appears in Finn's hand.
It's
He's
Cassie. Cassie's
like,
just like,
Maliki, damn it, Cassie.
not everyone with a bad home life turns out to be criminals.
Well, no, these people, most of them, he's like waving his sword, gesturing now. Most of these people, and like, yeah, and like a random like couple coming in to see the bar entrance comes in, sees like a member of the Waterdeep Watch waving a sword around and yelling at a giant woman, and they just turn around and walk right back out.
No, wait, come back. You haven't heard our salad specials.
You can chase after them, Jordan, if you want.
Yeah, I'll chase after them.
Okay, Jordan disappears out of the bar. You can see probably Filbert and Tindalos going down the street, like, frustratedly talking, like not at each other, but talking. Yeah, Finn puts the sword away, looks around and is like, I guess we're gonna go.
Did you guys want a doggy bag?
I'm sorry. And he's like, no, it's just a salad. Like, we ate the whole thing. Who eats part of a salad?
It could have been a big salad.
Kelrick doesn't mention their bottomless salad orders that they do on Thursdays.
So he'll excuse himself and he'll look at Cassie and be like, I think we should go.
I think
Come
you're
back
right.
anytime.
Cassie's gonna pass the note over to Layla and then walk out.
Aww.
Call me.
the group of them exit, leaving the lot of you standing in your inn. People do start to. It's that time of day. The bar's open. I think at this point, Jordan, you go back, you chase that person down. You very quickly talk them into coming back, explaining, "Oh, they were just talking, blah blah blah." And yeah, it is. If you wanted to, Jordan, you could stand out onto the street and like be
Hawk
like
your wares.
be like a barker, yeah, and like
Yeah.
call out to people
Yeah.
and be like,
Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. It'll be
"Get up in here and eat our
Right.
salads. It's
Mhm.
summertime. It's the height of salad season.
They're
Nice."
they're organic, no HGMOs.
there's there's no healthier thing you can do for yourself than eat a salad and drink a beer with some friends.
Gluten free.
You
You
need-
non-alcoholic beverages and alcoholic beverages. So people do start to filter in, and there's a lot of so this will all be happening in the background because you have wait staff and stuff. So
I want to
there's
have
a lot of
samples.
okay.
Samples of love potion.
There's a lot of people that filter in, and there's little strange things that happen, like the tables get cleared by themselves, much like Finn, who takes his big stupid hat when he leaves. People's hats get taken off as they come in, and put away neatly, and then given back to them as they leave. So there's some awkwardness there where it has to be explained. Oh no, that's like our gimmick. We have a ghost. He's the shit. Um, but you do get people filtering in and out of the business. So while that's happening in the background, uh, right after the other group of people leave, what are the rest of you doing? I think Filbert had a reaction.
Well, Denny, did you want to have like a Tindy and Filbert conversation, or
Tindy and Filbert are not they're background characters in this show.
oh, okay.
So they're outside. So you guys are welcome to have that conversation, but like for the campaign, it's not going to matter.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
What's going to matter, what we're going to focus on, is whatever Curtis and Buster are going to do.
Yeah, I think by now they've probably left.
Buster is just kind of like, I didn't get to say goodbye.
Oh.
And he just kind of runs out into the street to see if he can find him. Wait!
Buster. Ugh.
I point them like I saw him go that way, but I would keep it brief. It's not my business. Go ahead, do what you want.
I just Filbert. I'm just running.
Can Buster make a charisma saving throw for me?
Oh God, that's like super his forte.
Oh wow.
Whoa. Oh, that was weird.
Like the Filbert is the one that left, or not Filbert, or Buster. God, Buster is the one that left, right?
Yeah, Buster like ran out of.
Previously. Yeah, he went out for a pack of cigarettes and never came back.
Yeah, he left.
In essence, like I don't know the exact details, but in essence, he's the one that left. So there's a moment as you are chasing after Filbert, that Buster has a memory of Filbert, like not chasing after him, but he has that memory of whatever the moment was, the last time he saw his kid before leaving for whatever reason that he left. So that memory comes like rushing back. It like hits you in the back of the head. You immediately start to get another horrifying migraine. And you can feel the blood like welling up from wherever it comes from deep down inside of you when you vomit up blood. You don't vomit it this time, but that flash moment of Buster as Filbert is a little Filbert, like whatever the last time Buster saw Filbert was, comes back. And you describe it if you want, or we could just see Filbert like on the street suddenly, like pain racking his head.
He's just like, suddenly, he just kind of stops and kind of stumbles and onto his hands, and just you see like this, drips of blood on the ground as he starts crying. and he's just like, I didn't get to say goodbye.
Oh, Buster.
My little boy.
Oh.
You're out there.
How close am I? Like, do I see this happening?
It's all subjective. Yes, we'll say you see it
Okay.
happening.
I'm gonna go up to Buster and like not put my hand like hover over it half a second, and then I like pat his back. It's okay, Buster. We'll have a chance to make amends, right?
He's
Nothing-
just.
The time heals all wounds. You know, that's what I'm with.
It doesn't heal these.
Yeah, some wounds are pretty deep. Sorry, Buster. I've been on the receiving end, so I'm never a very forgiving type. You know, but the first thing you have to do is forgive yourself.
Maybe. It's like he has this tone of voice that you haven't really heard before. It doesn't sound as doofy. It's just kind of ominous. Something
Well,
has to be done.
yeah, yes, but within reason. You know, there's no burn bridges. I mean, oh no, that was bad thought. Never mind. Yeah, but yeah, no need to burn bridges. Definitely make amends. You know?
Yes. Everything will be just fine. He kind of gets up off the ground slowly, brushes himself off. Well, that was a good cry. Time to go in and talk to my friend Curtis.
Will everything be fine, Plus?
Oh yeah, everything is great. Everything is wonderful. I feel really great.
Oh God. All right. I'll just keep that. Everything is fine. Let's go back. Have a grand opening. And
Yeah.
we can revisit.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys go in, and there's like a couple going out of the bar that are having a conversation about how unique it was to be waited on by a ghost. And they're sort of giggling. So the novelty of it seems to be like catching on as you guys head back in, and there are customers spread out inside the Severed Head, people eating and drinking, and your wait staff and bartender they're filtering around. Um, when they come back into the bar, what is everybody else doing?
I think Layla's behind the bar, maybe mixing something new.
So you're just people are like you like Bill Murray that time he went to that like college frat party where like people are like, can you make me a this, and you're like, yeah, and then you just hand them like
Whatever.
here's a shot of tequila. Hey, can I get a beer? Yeah, here's a shot of tequila. You're back behind the bar mixing concoctions.
I'm thinking something more ghostly. So I'm thinking of mixing like ghost themed things.
Okay.
Buying into it really, cause like
Till death
love
do us part.
potion. Yeah, there we go. Till death do us part shots. It's got a little bit of gold dust in it.
Okay.
One of those steamy drinks that
What?
doesn't stop.
It just always has there's cold, like dry ice in it basically. What is
Yeah.
Kelric doing?
I think Kelric is actually like he didn't really know what to do with himself, so he's like awkwardly packing everyone's stuff and doing the equivalent of putting all the luggage by the door.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah. So Kelrick's getting prepped to leave later today. Jordan is with Buster. What is Chris doing?
I think I am probably instructing either Boris or like his daughters on how to hide wall chicken. How many
hiding wall chicken today.
how often they should check on the hiding spots, etc.
Yeah, and
For
they're
our children's
confused because they're like,
enrichment.
your kids have a nanny. Like,
He doesn't hide wall chicken.
won't she feed them? And it's like, yeah, she'll feed them, but she won't give them wall chicken. It's important to their development.
Yeah.
Yes, it's
You
the
mean wall
reward
chicken.
system.
Okay,
You go hunting for chickens in the walls, you'll eventually find them.
and
Plus,
lastly,
you guys are in the kitchen where all the chicken is. So.
lastly,
you know.
what is Curtis doing?
I think Kurt just got finished helping a table, and he turns around and it's like,
To be
"Oh,
clear-
Buster, how did it go?"
To be clear, you guys don't have to like wait tables and stuff. Like
I
you have
want
a
to.
staff.
It's fun.
Okay,
It's the first day. They're doing the manager special.
so Curtis
Yeah, we
looks
gotta know our
around,
clientele.
sees
Equal to
Buster
the owner
join
coming
in,
out.
and asks Buster how it went.
Oh, it went really well, you know. I talked to my son after, you know, he walked out and we just
Can I roll insight on Buster? For fibs.
maybe I should roll deception. I don't know.
If only I can open the
Yeah, you
character
can roll
sheet.
deception.
Yeah.
Okay.
It just went really great, you know. I mean, he was like, "Oh, Daddy, I'm so glad I got to see you."
Oh,
Rolled
Buster.
that one. I am super focused on the
Buster is
suitcases.
deceptive AF.
It's like, I'm gonna be good at one thing. Now one.
So yeah,
Right, Jordan! Wasn't Filbert happy to see me? Intimidation roll.
I will go check on the bar. It walks off.
Jordan just like is like, I'm gonna go find something else to do that's not near Buster, and just like leaves.
Well,
Layla
I'm glad
gets on the
everything
bar.
worked out so well between you two.
I just hope that like the intimidation check didn't actually like wasn't intimidating. He was like, just the fact that he's trying to intimidate me is really weirding me out.
I mean, Uzi said he was gonna go check
Oh.
on the bar before Buster rolled.
Right,
What
so he just is like,
What would I roll for against an intimidation? I mean, I'm not even engaging, so it's like,
Typically things like that just have like a DC, like it's gonna be this difficult to. So you would just like, how hard is it to intimidate Jordan?
yeah. I mean, under average. So,
Okay. So as soon as you come up to the bar, Layla like hands you a strange like purple, slightly bubbling drink.
She's like mostly on the bar, like leaned over, like, oh my god, you have to try this. She like gives you this.
absolutely.
She gives you, you know, the
I take a
haunted
sip
one.
of- No, this drink should be savored. And down it in one go.
Layla,
But
your drink should be called the Love Eternal.
Oh, I can make one of those. Hold on. It's gotta be watermelon and vodka. And that fizzy shit that guy gave us.
We haven't gotten them yet. They're coming in next year.
No, he sold you guys like 3 barrels.
Oh, okay. I thought we were getting like in a shipment the next time they came.
No,
out.
you have reoccurring shipments scheduled.
We set it
But
up.
He sold you like 3 kegs of it.
Gotta get that stuff.
What did you put in this, Layla? It's soothing. I think we all needed it. I mean, me.
Nothing. Nothing at
Jordan
all.
Jordan holds his chest like rubs his chest like, kind of burns, like still burning really. Can I smell a candle?
Should I make a dud? Oops.
Oh, I forgot to put in the
Try
edible
again.
gold.
One moment.
What? Mold? No. No, they're definitely not in there. This one's a haunted one. I was trying to think of something cool because, you know, Leaf is over there and I wanted to make him proud, and this one's dry ice. And it's got like some sort of green fruit juices, like anything that was green in the back I'd squished. And like
Hopefully
gin.
you stayed out of your makeup kit.
Yes. This time.
Listen, number 2.
Hey, I'm number 4, okay?
Should taste like you're sitting in
No.
a graveyard, really. A little bit of dirt in there. It's
I
great.
like to think that there's like some
Pine.
lettuce in there too.
Oh yeah, probably kale, like blended somehow.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
Kelrick would like that. He's all about
Yeah.
that nonsense.
we
Mhm.
should have like salad shots.
Ah. Are you
Yeah,
taking shots of just dressing and vinegar and
Ranch.
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 That sounds like the Midwest.
That's a
Shots
bit.
of ranch.
Just shots
Oh
of
boy,
ranch.
I love these
Ranch and
salad
vodka.
shots.
So
What's
Buster
that drink
says,
with mints in it? Mimosa? No, whatever that is.
Yeah,
Mojito?
ambrosia.
mojitos?
Mojito.
Ambrosia.
Mojito, yeah.
You ever had Javito?
Javitos are delicious.
Difference between a Javito and a mojito is a Javito's piss warm and full of sand.
And made by yours truly.
We made a bunch of mojitos, and
I put them in the trunk of my black car in this middle of summer.
then we drove out to the Mojave Desert to go camping. And when I pulled the bottle out of the trunk, I didn't know they weren't in a cooler because Susie's like, I put everything in the car.
Well, it was gonna
We're
get
ready to
cold.
go."
It was gonna get cold that night, down to like the 40s. And I'm like, oh, it'll be cold in the trunk.
So I pulled the bottle out of the
Oh.
trunk. It was not cold.
It was not cold.
Oh.
We were cold, and it was hot, and it was disturbing.
Disgusting, and we all got drunk anyway.
Super drunk.
Yay! That's
Yeah,
a happy
I
ending.
got up in the morning.
This is the big thing. If you can't go for quality, go for quantity.
That's right.
So anyway, you guys are at the bar mixing drinks. Buster, your join quickly leaves you alone. The rest of you are sort of like waiting like tables and stuff, but you can see Kelrick getting your shit ready to go sail toward Baldur's Gate.
Oh, Kelrick is gonna get so drunk on this cruise.
Did you get my third makeup kit, Kelrick? Or do I need to go up there and get that? Because I know that you got my
I think
1 and
so.
2.
Let's see. I got the pink one that's heart shaped. I got the blue one that looks like a pair of lips. You can buy those, and then there's this green church. What color is this?
Pierce.
Why would you name anything Pews? That's a terrible name.
I know. Did you get the red one?
No.
Oh my god, the red one! She tears up the stairs.
Like, I like the idea that like all of these makeup kits look really small in his big hands.
Yeah.
So delicate. I thought we were supposed to pat light. Okay.
Chris,
guess
like-
we don't need.
Chris comes over and I'm just kind of like looking at what you've packed for me, and I'm like, don't need this, don't need that, don't need this, don't need
That's
that.
a toothbrush.
I don't need it. Don't need it. I'm just like tossing it over my shoulder. I'm like, where'd you even get one of these? I don't even own one.
There's a place that was like going out on an adventure. These are your essentials. And
Nope, don't need that. They don't know nothing about packing for a trip. Don't listen
they
to
did
them.
try and sell me a dog brush.
Hmm.
Granted,
Don't
I
need
bought
that.
it,
You're fine.
but
Ooh, you have a puppy brush now?
You have fingers.
well, no, it's you see,
Over here.
it's a self-defeating purpose because he got excited because he's like, oh, that'll feel nice, but it's gonna disappear whenever I turn it. Okay.
So, Buster, you were left alone as they go about preparing for their stuff, and Jordan goes over to the bar.
Hmm.
You said you wanted to talk to your friend.
Yes, my good friend Curtis.
Hmm?
So,
Where's it burning?
So gorgeous! He just kind of waddles, sits down, and then he just kind of scoots over, and he scoots over, and he scoots over, and he whacks him on the back. I didn't know you had a son too!
In 30-something years, you've never mentioned him once.
Oh fuck. Oh.
No, you don't need to be embarrassed. We all fuck.
I don't know what good it would do. I mean, no, it's a very common name. It's just touching to see it being spread on throughout the world.
Yes. You'll have to tell me more about your son. I mean, since our sons are married, it's kind of weird, right? It's kind of a strange coincidence.
Oh, please tell me I have real insight on this.
Yeah, I mean you can roll, but Curtis is real good at lying.
I know, but all of these.
I think
Unless that's Denny.
God, I don't know how to lie my way out of this, so I think he is sweating a little. He's just cracking a little bit.
Deception me up, son.
I mean you can tell he's nervous, but like you can't put your fingers on why.
Fair.
Yes, well, so we're going to be going on this cruise soon, aren't we?
Oh yeah, yes, of course. Looking forward to it.
Oh, yes, me too. We should be roommates. Just you and me.
Aren't you already roommates?
Sort of. I wouldn't want to get in the way of your new best friend, Layla.
Oh, well, I think that Layla won't be hurt if you and I spend a little quality time together. Just think, you and me, the dream team. Just like old times.
Yeah.
Yeah. You need to tell me more about it. I really want to learn more about my past. And about your past. A bit more about my past,
Of course, I'd be happy to tell you. It's a shame you don't remember it. They were all good times.
Yes, good times!
Good times only, definitely.
Mm-hmm. Lots of hijinks.
Hijinks. Right, well, I'm gonna go pack my stuff, and he gets up and runs into the attic.
Okay, so you guys finish packing
Right.
your goods. You give final instructions to Alora and Boris about running the inn, about watching the kids, and then later that afternoon, filtering out with the business seeming to be doing well. Later that afternoon, you guys head toward the ship.
Oh, can I do one more thing before we go?
Yeah, you could do as many things as you want.
I think I want to give Nat like an extra weapon and be like, you've earned this extra responsibility, Nat. You're the weapons master of the house now while we're gone.
She
Even
beams
though
and like
Kimbo's there.
she puffs up her chest, like very proud of herself, and beams, and like she signs to you something along the lines of like that she's gonna kill any goblin intruders that come into the
Well,
house.
unless they're
Wait, then she's like, well, unless if they're paying, it's different. Specifically, intruders, people who break in.
okay.
Cool. So you guys, she Chris, I think as you go to leave, she gives you like a big hug.
Oh.
And she's pretty tall for like a young girl, so like her head comes up just underneath your chin. Because you're not overly tall, and she's fairly tall for her age.
Yeah.
So she gives you a big hug. There's the clank of like metal as your guys' armed weapons kind of bang together. And and you guys head out to the Blue Sapphire. The Blue Sapphire, I did research on ships, and it would be something like a caravel but bigger. So like the Black Pearl from Pirates of the Caribbean. It's like that, but the Black Pearl is like a 600-ton ship, which means it like fully loaded with all of its cargo, it would weigh about 600 tons. The Blue Sapphire is a bit bigger than that. It's closer to like the 800-ton range. And because it just moves people, the only cargo it has to carry is going to be like the food and water and booze and you know cabins and things like that. So the crew is around roughly 50 to 60 people.
Did he get the drink package?
Yeah, you guys have all of the booze. The crew is around 50 to 60 people. You can see there's 3 gangplanks because the ship is so large that there's 3 like gangplanks leading up to it. It has 3 giant masts, like huge masts, but it doesn't have like the classic square sails like the Black Pearl would. It has long triangular sails, which allows it to catch wind at different angles a little more efficiently. It has 2 smaller, what are called schooners, so 2 smaller ships that dock on either side of it that have like 2 gun decks. So there's like 3-deck ships. The Blue Sapphire itself is like it has probably like 4 decks that you guys would actively have access to. The top deck is currently, you can see there's the 3 gangplanks that lead up to it, and there's crew standing by the gangplanks, taking people's bags as you guys come onto the ship. So they will actually you can leave your bags with them. They will bring them down to your rooms, which are going to be on the passenger deck. There's probably another like on top of the 50 to 60 crew members. There's probably about 50 to 60 people on the actual cruise that are sailing on the ship. So there's a lot of movement on the ship. A lot of people filtering around. The ship has great big whitened sails, sort of a light colored wood. Like the wood isn't actually stained that dark. It's beautiful. You can see standing up by the mizzen mast, like the main section of the ship where the wheel is, the captain with a big tricorn hat. He's human, a human man with a like a black beard that's turning gray, and he's very fancy accoutrement. He has a what looks like a halfling standing next to him in like a bright blue wizard's robe. Um, and there's crew just letting you guys onto the ship. You take your luggage on the deck of the ship itself. They're currently tied down, but there's games on the deck of the ship. So they have to be tied down when they pull out of port, but out of port they're gonna take ropes off of it. So there's like an axe throwing thing and like an archery station. Um,
Nice.
Ooh.
and they give you like a little map. Each one of you gets a little printed map to the ship that shows like where your room is, where the dining deck is. So there's one big deck where like everybody eats, with the bars and stuff on it. And then on the actual deck of the ship, the only thing that's accessible right now is there's 2 bars on either end of the ship, like small bars that serve alcohol. Um, so you can see people with their families, and it's like 2 or 3 other like young, um, adventuring looking groups of people. A lot of what looks like retirees, like a lot of middle to late age people, and then a few families with kids. Um,
Where the singles at?
do you say that out loud?
No.
No, okay. I got a thing for that. Actually, on the map they give you on the back, there's an itinerary. There is going to be several shows, like because the cruise is like 2 weeks. So during the dining hall, in the evenings, they're going to have a casino night. There's several different banquets where they're going to present different cuisines from different parts of the world. They're going to have a jester slash comedian. and they have a fire dancer who gives, after the day she does the fire dance, she's actually going to give lessons. But one of the events, there's two events that happen prior to dinner that happen earlier in the day, so that they can clear the tables out of the dining hall. There is a singles night, and then there is a international dance night where they're going to teach you like the noble dances of various countries. So there is like an itinerary. There's a group of things you can do on the back of this little map of the ship.
Wow, this place
Right
is
now, they're
everything.
just getting people settled. They take your bags and leave with them to go down to your rooms.
Okay.
The ship itself, the crew is a hodgepodge. It's mostly human. There's a few people that look like they are half elves or maybe full elves. Sometimes it's hard to tell. There's a couple of half orcs, a few halflings. A lot of the halflings seem to work up in the ropes, so they're scrambling up, getting the ship ready to leave. And people, not just like the humans, are of all different races, colors, ethnicity. So it's a mix. It's sort of an odd mixed bag. Um, yeah, they take your guys' luggage. They'll tell you they'll deliver it to your rooms, and then they vanish below decks with your guys' whatever you're not having on you. They don't try to take your weapons. They don't seem worried about that, but you can see a few like armed members of the crew that don't seem to be doing anything. They're not helping prepare the ship. They're not taking people's luggage. They're just sort of standing there, like with swords.
Was there like some two like they're stationed outside doors, or is it like they're spread out?
There's stations sort of spread out, and everybody that's a member of the crew is easily identifiable because they're all wearing, similar to the captain and the halfling with his blue suit and blue hat and the blue robes. They're all wearing this like palish blue colored clothing, and it all matches.
Guys, did you see this? They have a casino night. Oh man, I mean, it just can't wait till we get over here.
Oh my God, Jordan. Casino night? You mean?
I can't wait to lose all my. I mean, to double.
Double your money.
So there's not a whole ton to do on the ship at this moment because the games that are set up on the deck are currently tied down until the ship hits smooth waters. So when it's moving around a little herky-jerky, pulling out. But there are bars that are open, and you can see people starting to talk. Some people are heading down to their rooms. Some people are going down into the dining quarter. So there's the top deck, the dining deck, and then the guest deck, and then there's crew quarters and storage below that. So you guys are on the top deck right now. You tell me what you want to do as you filter onto the ship.
I'm just gonna look at Calric and Jordan.
Drinks.
Drinks.
I'm gonna go to the bar. Yeah.
Drinks.
Yeah. Question: where's the open bar?
There's one at either end of the ship. So there's one. I almost said aft and port. There's one. I forget the names of the front and back of the ship. Aft, port.
The bow and stern?
Bow and stern, yes. There's one toward the bow, one toward the stern. Aft just means, yeah. There's one towards the bow and one toward the stern. So there's two. They're both weighted by like 3 people, and they're circular. So they're round, so you can walk up to them from any direction on the ship. And then there's 3 people behind them making drinks. A high-end luxury, so they even have ice, apparently.
Whoa!
Which,
That's
yeah,
not
it
gonna
would
last long.
it would have been a big deal. So you guys go up to the bar. There's like a pair of like half elven twins that are one of them.
Whoa! I'm at that bar.
Yeah, they both have long silvery hair and sharp elven features. They're very lithe and quick, and they're doing that Tom Cruise and Cocktails style of like bartending, where they're like flipping bottles in the air and catching shit. They're putting on a show. It's obviously meant to attract you to the bar.
I'm attracted. Definitely attracted.
To the bar, not the bartenders.
What?
Get your head in the game. Like, no, not that game. Like, we're here on a mission. We're taking a cruise. Take some beer in this cruise.
Out of character. Uzi, it's not about the journey, it's how you get there.
And I'm gonna get there in style. Or in elf. One of the two.
Yeah,
I
you guys are
always thought it was
No one will question your comings and goings.
I mean, when have we before?
you hear the
Yeah.
crew start to shout, and they're all sort of like singing and chanting a song along in like unison. You hear them like shout start to echo through the crew. Ropes are pulled off to the side of the ship. You feel it lurch slightly as it starts to pull out from dock.
Ooh.
I raised my drink up in solidarity. Yeah! Woo! Get off to the side and like wave goodbye to the people.
Yeah, there's people there
See you
waving
later,
goodbye.
losers.
Vacation holiday. Da, da.
So you guys get your drinks. You feel free to move about the ship and tell me what you want to do at the start of the journey here. Like, do you guys want to just spend the day drinking and like start getting the ship, or
I
To
know
do
I am.
axe throwing whenever they set that up.
okay, like a few hours, like within like an hour and a half, I would say, of them getting once they're out of the Waterdeep port and the ship is moving along at a pretty good clip. They start to open the games up on the top deck. There's a shuffleboard. There is and like a section where they've built like a big wooden box basically, and there's a guy standing in it, and they have axe throwing and archery, and they have a section where you can play like horseshoes. Um,
But no hand
yeah,
grenades.
no, the game horseshoes. So Chris, you want to go over and like try out the axe throwing?
Yeah.
Okay, it's literally just for fun. Like they don't like it's not prizes, and you can see like
Aw.
as you go up into line to get into line to do it, it's a bunch of like fuck it, they're gonna be prizes. We'll come up with prizes.
Yay!
There's a bunch of like old people in front of you and like people with their kids, and there's a guy like teaching people how to throw axes. He's an older guy who has like a shaggy short clipped like sort of scraggly beard and like a long scar down the side of his face where no hair grows into his beard, and like short cut black hair, and he's wearing the same like blue outfit as everyone else. He's fairly broad shouldered. He looks like he could probably handle himself, but like probably like a retired soldier or something that's like, I could teach people to axe. This is an easy fucking gig. And he's like laughing and jeering and playing around with some little kids for a few minutes, and then you step up and it's your turn. He sort of looks you over and then shrugs, and then he's like just puts the three axes on the table in front of him. Like there's none of that like do you know how to do it? Do you think I should teach it? He's just like, oh, these are for you.
No, thanks. Yeah.
And he's like points at the targets and explains that if you hit at the top of the target, it's worth 5 points. You hit in the big red circle, it's worth 10 points, and if you hit in the very center, it's worth 20. 30 points, you get to pick one off, or 10 points, you get to pick a toy off the bottom shelf. Uh, 30 points, you get to pick one off the top shelf, middle shelf, and 40, get one of the big stuffed animals off the top.
Ooh. What are the stuffed animals, by the way?
There's 100% a big stuffed dragon,
I want it.
giant
Ooh.
body pillow size stuffed
I
dragon.
need it.
So Chris
Awesome.
picks up one of the axes in her hand. They're not super sharp, you could tell, and they're like a little hefty toward the head. So they're
Mhm.
not like something you would actually use in combat. They're just designed to be thrown.
Yeah. That's what I figured.
So do you want to
But
throw axes
I
at the
do.
target?
I do want to
You
throw
do you
axes.
have hand axes on your character sheet?
No.
Okay. Well, it works just like a hand axe. So
I am
let me look
probably go grab one.
let me look at your character sheet. It would be the same attack bonus as your other weapons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My other thrown weapons.
Yeah, it would be exactly the same as your javelin.
Okay. And I'll just do pew, pew, pew. Oh, bad roll.
Ooh.
Good roll.
Okay, so the first one you rear back and the axe flips out and it hits the top circle, the outer circle, and he goes, "Aye, 5 points then." As it and it sinks into the like straw and sort of wobbles. He looks a little confused and maybe a little disappointed, and you sort of settle yourself. Rear back with the second one, and right in the center. And it
Ooh.
vibrates a little, and he's like,
Ooh.
"I show him how it's done." Um, and the third one you flick out, and it embeds right next to the last one. So you hit 2 right in the center.
Woo!
So it's 5, 10, no, 5, 20, 20. So you get 50 points. So he's like, "Aye, another good one. Which of the toys would you like then, lad?"
I want the dragon.
"Aye, the
Aw.
dragon it is."
Aw.
And he gets out like a long
Aw.
hook, and pulls the dragon down off the top shelf, and hands it out to you. And you hear a little girl behind you with her dad, like, "Oh, Dad, I'm gonna win a dragon. It's gonna be the best."
Yeah, do
Uh,
it. I give her
Aw.
a high five.
and she high fives you back. And he's like, "Well, if you want to go again, you'd have to get back."
No, I'm good.
And he's like,
I got
"Well,
you.
enjoy the dragon then."
I will.
Does anybody else want to do anything, like play a game
I want to try the bow one.
or try some archery?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
oh,
Jordan, you wanna teach me the archeries?
yeah, yeah, sure. I mean, come on now. You got the best bow slinger in the West, or wherever Waterdeep is located. Come
That's
on.
right.
West Coast. Yeah, Waterdeep is like Pacific Northwest U.S., so it'd be like north of California.
Okay.
Portlandia.
Portlandia.
Yeah, like Portland. Weather-wise, and you guys are heading south, so you would be heading like down
California?
Yeah, like south, like Mexico, probably.
Mm.
Like that's gonna be the weather change you're gonna experience.
Wow.
Nice.
Like,
Cool.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna hate it.
You guys, because you're covered in hair. You guys head over to it's just right next to the axe throwing table is the archery. I'm gonna put you guys actually while we're doing this. I'll put you on the map of the Sword Coast.
oh, there's a map. Oh,
I feel like
Awesome.
Elric starts off okay, but then he like starts getting severely seasick and just kind of like stays near the edge of the boat for a while.
Oh.
Okay. So yeah, you were in Waterdeep, and you were heading south to Baldur's Gate along the coastline.
Oh, okay.
You have 2 stops along the way. One just outside of Daggerford, and one on the Mentar Islands. There's a beach day.
Ooh, beach day.
As long as the
Episode.
cruise doesn't somehow own.
They probably like have a deal with the natives, but yeah. So yeah, you guys get in line for the archery thing. There's a few minutes of waiting, and kids sling arrows. They're not like super. The arrows have the bows have blunt tips. Or the arrows, I mean, have blunt tips. The bows are short bows, so they're fairly small, and they seem to be underpowered because they don't have to shoot very far. As you guys are going up, you can see the gunboats still flanking the blue sapphire.
We're
Keller,
still
you said
figuring it out.
you were on the like side of the ship looking seasick.
Mhm.
Yeah.
A woman like comes over to you, and she's dressed in the blue uniform, and she has like a silver tray with a glass of something that looks green and like viscous in it. And she goes, "Excuse me, sir."
Oh, and Kelric looks. Oh, wait, no. I guess he doesn't. If it's more than an hour, he doesn't look like a person. Yeah, all day.
No, but like furbolgs are a thing that people are aware of.
No, I know. He gets like, and this has been kind of true in the beginning, but I quickly abandoned it because we spent so many days out that he like couldn't do it. But whenever he's in new settings and he's nervous, he looks like a human at the beginning.
So she holds out this green drink to you though, and she's like, if you're feeling a bit ill, this typically helps.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, and you drink it, and it's like instantly better. It's thick, and it tastes like ginger and honey. and it's horrible to drink initially, but she as you wince, and she's like, no, it tastes terrible, but finish it up, and you drink it, and the seasickness is just gone.
What is that?
She shrugs and she says, it's something Davrin, the wizard on board, makes in case someone like yourself gets a bit ill.
Okay, thanks. Is it like a magic thing, or is it a contents thing?
She shakes her head. I don't know, but I could ask him.
If you don't mind, because if it's a contents thing, I want to learn that. Oh wait, I'm not doing that anymore.
Yeah, she nods and she's like, well, if you like, I'll have a few bottles of it to the room though.
Thank you so much. How long is it gonna last?
What room? Oh, they usually last about a day.
Awesome. And he'll give her his room info.
Okay. She says, thank you. If you'll excuse me, and there's like a dude puking over the other side of the ship, and she's like, I'm gonna go give one to him next,
Thank you.
and then I'm gonna take this dog out. So you guys take 5, and we'll do the archery when we get back.
5 minutes.
Hooray!
Hooray!
slapping the window, and then she'll get her paw stuck.
Aw.
Ooh, yes. Yes, good.
Okay, let's see if I can find some of that.
Look at that fucking cat.
That's my fucking cat.
You getting into the chips? Look at how many chips you're eating.
Yeah. Yeah.
Chip getter.
Last 2 days. That's what I've been eating for breakfast. Potato chips for breakfast.
Denny? Oh, I don't know if it was her. Mwah. Poof!
Bork.
It's the Borkish.
The woofer. Who's at my front door? About to find out.
Next up.
Hmm?
It was a squirrel.
Goddamn squirrels. Always squirreling about. Actually, it's raining. They're probably hiding.
Rain.
Down in Missouri.
Speaking of Missouri, how's the coronavirus?
How's the coronavirus? Thanks. It's
Well,
here.
Well, I mean,
Not
how
great.
It is, as in, yeah, it is. You know how.
Would you like me to send them to her separately, or is just you okay?
Oh, send it to Denny too.
Okay.
What?
And you guys can figure out who does which, and not. Again, I'm not super picky.
Join commissions, Denny. I told you about them, right?
Oh yeah, a couple days ago.
Yes.
Yar.
Okay, we go live now.
Okay.
Cool. So I believe that Layla and Joyden wanted to do some archery.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think you both have some sort of bow in your inventory.
I have a crossbow, so not like a drawing kind of bow.
It's the exact same attack modifier though. So
Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys get in line. You wait a few minutes. You step up. Same thing. He's got a big rack of prizes behind him. Go ahead and make your attack rolls.
Watch this. Wait, oh, sorry, I have to draw it back. I'm not used to using a normal bow anymore.
Oh man. Is that how I do it, Jordan?
Yeah, something like that. You know, just aim. No, wait, hold on. You put your elbow down, like right. It's gotta be even. Ooh.
Okay. So Layla and Jordan, both of your first arrows right into the center. No problem.
Woo!
Ooh.
Jordan, your second arrow, as you rear back again and fight. Are you actually using frostbite? Do you just pull this magical bow made of ice out? You're like, I
Yeah,
brought my own.
Yeah, don't worry. Thanks. Yeah. I'm trying. I think for my second shot, I tried to be like more.
I think I'm doing better than you, Jordan. Is that? Oh.
Yeah.
Look.
Good, you got a good teacher apparently.
Looks like that stuffed owl bear. No, wait. Stuffed Xanath. Wait, what? Whatever it is.
Owl bear's really good, yeah.
Stuffed
Your
owl bear. Wait, and a stuffed beholder. Looks like that stuffed thing with the eyes is, yeah. It's gonna be mine.
If you really want something to watch you while you sleep, that's fine. But you can have it.
She thinks about that as she fires the next arrow. Natural 20! Maybe I do.
Nice.
Split one of your arrows with the previous one.
That's right.
Uh,
I like an audience.
you both scored enough points to get something off the top shelf. You can describe what stuffed animal you pick.
I mean, I'm getting a beholder with like all kinds of crazy looking eyes, and I think he's red or something. I don't know.
A big giant stuffed beholder, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think of it. Is there anything like demon related? Like demon dragons? I mean, not
Demon
stuff.
dragons.
A cute little Asmodeus.
Not on the top shelf, but on the bottom shelf, sort of pushed back and a little ignored, is a little stuffed. No, I can't. God, the thing that looks like the Balrog. I can't remember what it's called.
The Balrog?
No, the Balrog is called the Balrog. There's a demon that.
Well, like he has horns and a wing and a tail.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Baylor.
I know.
There's a big stuff. There's a little stuffed Baylor.
Oh, I want that. Like even though I got top shelf, I'm like, I just want that. It's fine.
You could take something. You could take 2 off the bottom shelf.
Oh, sweet. I guess I'll. Is there like a crab or something?
Yeah, sure.
Awesome.
Yeah, they sort of have like a goat-shaped head and big, like, curling horns and big stretching out wings. It's little floppy stuffed wings.
I'm gonna make them fight each other. Yeah, beat that beholder.
Take that.
Go for the eyes.
Now you're just gonna go back to the archery thing. You're both gonna go in like 5 stuffed animal places, play like stuffed animal chess, but with creatures.
Okay. So the ship takes off. You guys, a few of you guys play games. Is there anything anybody else to do before you guys go down to the banquet hall for the night to have dinner? Or
When's the dancing thing?
first night is a banquet. Second night is speed dating. It's on the 5th night,
Okay.
according to my notes.
All
So you got a while.
Kelrick may or may not get drunk.
Okay. You get drunk.
Mm-hmm.
You feel great right now because you've had that drink and like the nausea's gone. You're just like,
No,
"Woo."
it's like I don't want to go to my room just yet because it's the first day, but there's all these people.
Okay, you're doing what I do then. You're
worried about hanging out like by yourself. You can bring my dragon along. He'll keep you company.
It's not the same.
Okay.
Chris
is just walking around with a giant stuffed dragon on her back.
Yeah.
Do you want help with that? It's really big.
No. Fine. I want it.
Okay.
So the day winds on. You guys sunbathe, have drinks, maybe play a couple other games, sort of chill out on the top deck for a few hours, and then later in the evening, as the sun begins to set, you start to filter down to the banquet hall. Everybody has like fine seating. There's only like 4 of them. There's 2 on either side of the boat. Yeah, sure, you guys can have inspiration. So what are you doing looking at the lifeboat, Buster?
Interesting. I want him to kind of poke the ropes and stuff, see how sturdy they are.
I mean, they're new. Like the ship is very well maintained.
Can you like? Are they tarped? Can you open them up? Can you like crawl inside? Or
they're tied to the side of the ship, so the inside of them is actually pressed up against the ship.
Oh, okay. So he can't really see inside, and you
No.
can detach them is if you chopped the rope.
They're on like a pulley system. Yeah, you release the ropes and they fall into the water.
Pulley system.
Yeah, so they can be hoisted back up to the side of the boat.
Well, he's just going to be studying this for a little while. Kind of waddling back and forth, looking at each of them.
What you doing, Buster?
He just kind of falls backwards.
George just looming over him like a drinking, like he's holding like a tiny in it.
Thinking about escaping, buddy.
He jumps backwards again.
Oh.
Also,
You
Chris
okay?
holds up the dragon plushie, and I'm like, meet my new friend. He doesn't
Is
have a
the
name
dragon
yet.
plushie the same size as Buster?
I feel like it's probably the same size as Chris.
It's yeah, it's huge.
He falls backwards again. He's
Those
just
big
flopping.
fun.
He just
What?
flopped.
Yeah, he's like a fish.
I like hold its paw out so you can shake it if you want.
Oh.
He shakes his hand.
Did you name him
Not yet. I'm still thinking of a name.
Sir McLuffle Pumps?
No, that's awful.
You should be very proud of your son. I mean, excuse me. And he just kind of waddles away quickly.
Oh.
But Buster, but you were doing it. Downs the rest of his drink.
I have to go to the bathroom.
Just go off the side.
No, that's
Yeah, so-
gross.
What,
Drinks,
you
drink
have so
blood
much
off floor, will not pee over side of. Layla, you really have changed him.
I put in a lot of work. Actually,
little boat.
most of the work came from him losing most of his memory, really. But he's had it all along. Oh my god, there's a boat.
Little booty.
So we can mark
It's
your
cute.
progress.
Hmm.
So, you guys eventually filter down to the. What the fuck is this? I have spaceships for some reason too. You
Neat.
eventually filter down to the dining room. Toward the end of the day.
Mhm.
Today they are serving the banquet. Every meal is like themed, and today they're serving a banquet that is like the cuisine of the dwarves of Mirbar, which is like a dwarven city way the fuck north. It's a lot of like hearty beer, like heavy beer and stews, and all of the food is like a little spicy because it's cold up that far north. So it's stuff that like would help keep you warm. It's a fairly heavy meal, and it's like 4 courses. So you guys eat like a shit ton, and you all sit together at dinner. I assume. Any
Mhm.
conversations we want to have at dinner?
I can't wait for dessert. I
I
say as I'm like cramming in like more food than you think Layla could actually contain, and she slowly starts to get like a belly from eating so much
It's
food.
like Layla, you might want to slow down. You're not going to leave enough for it.
Oh my
You're
god,
not gonna
it's so
make it to
delicious.
dessert, Layla.
Oh.
Oh,
You gotta
I
pace yourself.
I think you're right. I think you're
You're
right.
not going to leave any room for beer either. Come on.
Dessert would be
Got it.
like
We need
a pumpkin like cake.
Oh fuck, she definitely leaves space for the pumpkin cake.
With some sort of like sugary frosting over the top of it.
Mm.
But she can only eat like 2 bites.
It's a fairly dense, like heavy cake with it's made with like a pumpkin puree baked into it. Yeah.
George's all over that. Woo!
It's good. It's really well made. And wait staff filters in and out. You can hear the hubbub of other people chattering and the like general raucous nature of it, because everybody's drinking. So eventually dinner comes to a close. You guys, I assume at this point, like all of you are probably a little buzzed. Well, those of you that are drinking are probably a little buzzed or maybe even drunk. You're super full of food. I assume you guys want to filter out to your rooms at this point.
Yeah.
I was going to walk around more.
Okay, so you wander the
think
ship a
that's-
little more, get to it's not huge. I mean, it's big by the standards of like a wooden ship. It's giant, but like by our standards of like the giant ass metal ships that we build today, they're like floating cities. It's not nearly that big. So but you I guess you really wanted those potato chips. You guys find those of you that want to find your way to your rooms. Your luggage is sitting outside of the front door of your room, like with little pieces of rope tying it closed, so that if anybody opened it, you would know. So it's all tied closed with little bits of twine, and there's attendants, like a staff, like every 5 rooms or so, standing. There's only like 20-ish rooms on the ship, 30-ish rooms on the ship. But there's attendants standing outside of the rooms, like every 5 rooms, in case you guys need help moving stuff into your rooms or anything. That you have room attendants, though, people that you can call on if you need anything. And there's like a bell system throughout the ship that if there's like a little bell right outside your room door that if you ring it, there's a string you can pull that rings somewhere in the ship that you assume calls somebody. So it's very high luxury. As most of you filter into your rooms, there's big soft ass beds, a water basin, and a chamber pot. There's a water pitcher that's filled with fresh water, and a little basin with a mirror above it in every room with a chair by it. Everything is bolted down to the ship though, so it doesn't move around. Layla, when you get to your room, there's all of your luggage sitting out, like makeup bags and whatever. And then next to it, there's like a 6 foot tall something. It's like oval shaped and it's wrapped in like wax paper.
Hmm.
Wait, so my stuff is like laid out?
No, it's your bag is there.
Oh, okay. My
And then-
giant bag, yeah.
Yeah, and then next to it, there's like this 6 foot tall oval thing with wax paper wrapped around it.
Does it have my name on it?
No?
Is it mine? I don't recognize it as being mine.
Yeah, it's not something you brought with you.
No, because I just brought my one bag, so I guess I leave my that weird thing wrapped in wax paper, and I just take my
Okay, you
bag
just take your bag and go to
inside?
your room.
Yeah.
So you go into your room. You guys are starting to get settled, going through your stuff, checking out the bed and the cool sheets and the linens, and you guys all have little port windows so you can see outside, and you're sort of getting settled in. Some of you might be a little drunk and just flop into the bed to pass out.
You hear a large thunk.
Yeah. Layla, there's a knock at your door.
Ooh.
Ah, crap. Who is it?
You hear a voice that goes, my name is Bobo. I am your room attendant.
Oh, just a second, Bobo.
Aw.
I'm gonna open the door. Yes.
Okay. This is a big ass dude, like a human, but like 6
Is he
foot
hot?
tall.
I mean, you knew she was gonna ask.
Mm-hmm.
Not particularly.
Okay.
Awesome.
Awesome.
So he's standing there in the door, and he has that big oval thing in his hands. It's like 7 feet tall and like 3 feet wide, and it's just oval shaped. And he's like, I am sorry, ma'am. I didn't know you needed help moving this into your room.
I didn't pack that. I don't know what that is. Is that?
He cocks his head to the side and he goes, "If it was outside your room, it is yours."
Okay, you can bring it in.
Uh-oh.
He nods and comes into the rooms are fairly small, like 10 by 10ish. And
Oh
he
God,
says,
I really don't have space for this.
he looks around and there's not much furniture in here, and he goes, "I will lean it against this wall over here."
Thank you.
And he goes, Sorry, confusion about you not packing it. Perhaps you had it delivered to the ship. It was with your things."
Oh. Are you sure it's not like someone that was like next to me could have mistaken, that's brought this giant round thing?
And he goes, "No, everything is organized into like stalls when we bring it onto the ship. This was with your stuff. It is yours."
Oh,
And he looks at you confused, like
okay.
it was brought on ship for you. I guess I don't.
Maybe I ordered it and had it sent here. Sometimes I forget these kinds of things,
He leans it up against the wall and it goes, maybe it is a gift from one of your many suitors.
Oh, you're too kind.
Um,
She
will
gives him
you-
like this cute little thing, and she kind of like casts light as she touches herself, makes
It's
her
very
glow a little bit.
impressive. Will you need anything else?
Can you bring me a whiskey?
He nods. And
Neat.
he nods and he's like, "We have a whiskey from the High Moors that has peat in it,
Yes.
and we have we have a selection. Would you like to hear the others?"
Can I get a flight?
He thinks and he's like, "Yes, I can do this for you."
Thank you. And like a little neat description. It's fine. I will taste the difference. Okay. Thank you.
He nods. He excuses himself from the room. You shut the door behind him. There's a little wooden latch so you can lock it.
I'm gonna sit on the bed and stare at the thing in wax paper.
Okay. You stare at it for a while, and there's a tapping sound that comes from in it.
No.
Like
Oh
like something
no!
tapping on a piece of glass or a window, like click, clink, clink, clink.
Ah.
Fuck.
As it gets the as the shift moves, it's like almost like a rattling noise that comes from inside the.
Which room's Calrix?
It's up to you guys.
Is it next door?
Sure.
I'm gonna walk outside and knock on his door. Bang, 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 bang. Calric!
Chris opens the door.
Chris!
Hi, what's up?
I need you to come here for a second. We gotta get Calric too.
Oh, okay. Hey, Calric.
Bang, 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 bang.
Hey, Calric.
He is snoring loudly.
I like beat you with the dragon.
Like a big stuffed dragon.
Calric, hey. Layla needs us.
Hey, you gotta come to my room.
Okay.
I got a problem.
alright.
And
And
then,
he sits up and he has no shirt. No.
damn. Anyway, focus. All right, go to my room. Wait, don't go in yet. Just like, I don't know. Everybody go outside. Okay. I tap on
What's
Jordan's
happening?
door.
Oh, we're getting everyone for this, huh?
Jordan, are you in?
Probably, I went and had another drink.
Oh, okay, so you're not home.
Yeah, Jordan's stuff is still sitting outside their door.
Okay.
I think Chris is gonna peek in Layla's room and see what's up.
Jordan, you open the door. You see Layla's stuff like half spread out on the bed, and the room pretty much matches yours. Places for candles, and then off to one side, sort of big oval shape.
Oh. Layla, did you bring that with us?
Come here.
Oh.
Wait. Curtis and Buster, are they anywhere to be seen?
Hmm?
Are you guys in your rooms, or are you outside somewhere?
Well, what time of night is it?
Like 9 p.m.
Probably out on deck.
Buster's probably keeping close to Curtis.
Okay. Well,
It's just
all right.
3 of you.
All right, come in. Come in. Quick.
What?
Shit.
What's going on?
She like looks
What's
around
happening?
and she ushers, I guess, Kelric and Chris in. She's like, sit on the bed with me for a second.
But Layla, what's that big thing in the corner?
Just sit on the bed.
Oh, okay.
Okay. A few minutes of awkward silence passes, and the ship sort of lists in the water slightly, and there's a tapping noise from inside the wax paper. Clink, clink, clink.
Oh,
Told you! Fucking,
what's that?
I don't know! Dude!
I'm
Just
gonna
this
knock
guy,
on it.
the guy!
If you walk up and
Clink,
like
clink.
poke at it through what part of it? Like along the top, the bottom, the center?
Just like the center.
You feel like something hard on the other side, like
Don't touch it!
say something hard, and it makes like a sort of like a glass sound, like click click.
Don't touch it! No, no, no,
It,
no, 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 no.
it feels hard
D-
though.
this, d- I don't want you to touch it or open it, but we need to like look for a return label because I don't know where it came from. And it's not mine. It looks expensive.
Can I do an Arcana check?
You can't see
for
the thing.
nonsense. I know,
Yeah.
but or like I guess like a knowledge check for glass clinking things.
Uh,
I'm tired. Okay.
not really. there's not something like that you could tell that's like magical, like straight. It's something behind, like it's wrapped up to keep it from getting damaged.
Layla,
What does it smell like?
Try telling the guy that it's not yours.
I did. He insisted, and he brought it in my room. Like, he's like, "No, this is yours. You must have
Buster,
forgotten."
You're not there.
No, I'm not.
No.
Can I cast detect magic?
Sorry.
Yes, there's it has several. Whatever's on the other side of the paper is strongly magical. When you open up your senses to magic, it's like having a flashlight. It's just whack, like this big smack of magic. The schools of magic would be transmutation and conjuration.
Coward does that thing that you do when somebody suddenly opens blinds and just like blinks a lot.
You okay there, buddy?
All right.
It's magical. That's great.
Maybe.
I'm gonna knock on it some more.
No, don't touch
Knock,
it!
knock, knock, knock,
Don't
knock.
touch it!
It's paper.
Oh my god, get out of my room! Okay. It's gonna eat you or something, don't you know? No, it's not mine. I don't know. Okay, when does my whiskey show up?
We'll say right now the guy comes in with a flight of whiskey and he goes, oh, and he goes over and puts it on the little
Thank
table
you.
next to the base of water. He's like, would either of you, the other two of you, like a drink? He knocks at the door, you let him in. He doesn't just walk in.
Yeah.
Can I have something like water? Can I have water and bread, please?
He nods.
Okay.
I will be right back. My name is Bobo, by the way. I am your...
Oh, hi, Bobo.
Nice to meet you, Bobo.
He nods. Excuse me. He shows himself back out of the room.
Bye, Bobo.
Okay. Alright. You guys turn around.
Okay.
Turn around. If you hear me scream, like, really horrifically, that means something really bad just happened.
Should we
Layla,
turn
why are we
back
turning
around?
Actually, maybe you should go outside the room and listen in.
What are you doing? What?
Wouldn't
Shh,
it be
hush,
better
hush.
if you
Go on,
were
go on.
in here
Go on,
Did
go
you
on.
just wake us up to what?
I wanted you to, like, be around and aware if something really bad happened to me because I'm about to do something stupid.
Okay, and why why do we need to leave?
Because it might kill you if you're in the same room.
That sounds foreboding.
What do you think it is, Layla?
Okay, turn around and let me just open it, and if it kills you all, you were warned.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Layla, like, downs the first whiskey. Like, she kind of tastes it a little bit. Like, I don't know, she tastes fire.
It's like a little sweet.
A little sweet. And she's like, okay. She does the next one.
It's less sweet and sort of has like a wood, like oak note.
I kind of like that one. Okay.
Layla,
She
how
slowly
long?
starts to peel. These are like quick shots. She slowly starts to peel back the smallest like square of this wax paper.
Where on the thing?
On like toward the upper part, like where her face
Okay,
would be.
The top. Oh, it's taller than you.
Okay,
It's
well like
7 feet
where her
tall and
face
3
would
feet
be
wide.
then.
So as you peel it back, you can see like a little reflection of light on the other side of the wax paper.
Just like the light in the room, or
Yeah.
she keeps peeling it back.
Okay. You peel out a roughly like face-sized chunk of it. You see your own face.
Oh boy.
It's a mirror.
Okay, hold on. I probably need to do something. I don't trust it. Can I like detect evil? I don't know. Revivify, that's not gonna help.
No, it's not a surfboard.
You could surf on it, but I wouldn't call it a surfboard.
Okay.
I feel like a surfboard made of glass would just.
It's a really like from what you can see the little piece that you've revealed. Mirrors are difficult to make and expensive, so this is a big ass mirror. It would be very expensive. And this seems your reflection in it is perfect. Like it's an exact reflection of you, so it would be a very well made mirror.
Okay. I pull the rest of the paper off.
It's a big oval shaped like wall hanging mirror, big ass mirror. Has a silver band around the outside of it. It's about like about 2-3 inches thick. That's in like a spiral pattern, and it has flowers carved all in it. And then in the center of it is a big oval shaped piece of glass. You can see your full frame in it, and it's a big ass mirror with a big like fancy silver border.
Well, well.
It's beautiful.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and so as you reveal more of it, you can see
Chris?
Chris's reflection over your shoulder.
Chris!
What?
Some things you
What?
just gotta do alone, man!
You were taking a long time.
Well, it's because I was scared! It tinked at me before, and now it just looks like me, okay?
Well,
Well, it
maybe
looks like
there's
you.
something
Oh,
inside of the
wall.
mirror that was tinking. Is
There
there like
better
a
not
secret
have been
panel
anything
on
in
the
that.
back?
Just kind of like look it over, look
Yeah,
for.
as you
Can I
turn
go back
back,
to bed now?
as you turn your back to Chris and go back to looking
Yeah.
at the mirror, I need the group of you that are in the room to make charisma
Cool.
To make what?
saving throws.
God damn it!
I'm not even
I'm
if I'm not looking at it. I'm
Oh,
still
no.
facing.
No, not if you're not looking at it. Okay. Layla, in the mirror, you see behind you, even though you're not doing it, you see the wings of light start to sprout out, and the image slowly starts to shift. It starts to change slightly. The shoulders broaden out, the height increases in the figure slightly, the hair begins to shorten into like curly, bright blonde hair. And the figure slowly shifts into your fiance with his wings sprouted out, wearing like a golden silken robe that clings to his frame very seductively. Chris, you see Layla's reflection in your reflection. You don't see anything else.
Oh, okay.
And Layla, he talks to you. He just says, "Oh, hello, Layla."
Everybody get out of my room!
Oh, okay.
Oh my.
Good night, Layla, I guess.
Thank
This
you.
has been
This is
fun.
great. Thank you for being here. I gotta go to bed.
Okay.
I need my beauty sleep. Yeah,
Mhm.
beauty sleep. Need that.
Okay. Good night.
Good
Watch
night.
out, it is a
Anything else? We're next door, I guess.
Okay, will do.
As you guys open the door, you both on the side with a tray with a glass of water and some bread on it,
Mm.
and like a little pat of butter and a thing.
Oh, thanks,
Thank
Bobo.
you.
I take it and I walk back to our room.
But I want trailing
Yeah.
after, reaching for the bread.
So you guys head back to your room, and the door shuts. You latch it, and then Layla, you could see he's sort of floating, like about an inch up off the ground. It looks like he's in the room, but he's in the reflection of it.
Insight check. I don't trust my own brain. 17. No, you're not really. I'm seeing myself, but like a dream. I drink another shot of whiskey. Don't know how many are on this flight, but I imagine a few.
At least 3.
5. Like you're as suspicious as you as the player.
What?
If this is like your fiance, some strange twisted reflection of him. This isn't like. There's no way this could actually be him. He's dead.
Hmm. I'm gonna turn the mirror around.
He's like, what are you doing? And you turn the mirror that faces the wall. The back of the mirror is it's covered in like wood. Like it's just a piece of wood. You're not supposed to see this side.
Can I
When it
see?
hangs on the wall, it has that big heavy hangers on it.
Yeah, can I see like any kind of runes or something on the back of the mirror, like some sort of tomfoolery?
Make an investigation check.
I'm gonna cast guidance on myself.
Sure.
Cause I can. I don't like mirrors.
Oh.
14.
I mean, you know it's magic.
Plus
Yeah,
guidance.
but like cursed. I don't know.
Plus guidance.
Oh yeah, plus guidance. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
1d4. 15.
You don't see any art script or anything like that, like carved into the
Like a maker's
wood.
mark.
No, yeah, there's nothing that identifies it. In fact, that might stick out to you. The fact there's no maker's mark. It was made in this shop. It's blank, except for the hangers to let you hang it.
Even though it's a fancy ass fucking mirror.
Yeah, typically, because this is something that would take months, if not a year plus, to make, and have several probably artisans. And there's nothing to involve like what shop it came from. There was nothing on the paper to indicate where it was delivered from.
Okay. I'm just gonna let it. Is there like any way I could rewrap it? Like I don't know if I destroyed the paper or not.
Not really. You could throw a blanket over it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. But I'm not turning it around.
You hear the voice come out of the mirror still that says, you're being ridiculous. What are you doing?
I'm not being ridiculous. You are a trick of the imagination, and I don't know what I drank, but it was something strong, and I'm going to have to talk to that Bobo.
The voice goes, I'm obviously not something you drank or like a bit of bad potato. You're not hallucinating, Layla.
You died, so yes, definitely hallucinating.
No, yes, I died, but that doesn't mean that I'm not around still. You can speak with me.
Oh yeah, who killed you?
I don't.
Pop quiz!
They wore masks.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. They broke into our home.
Mm-hmm. You don't know. You don't know who killed you.
I don't know their names.
Do you know who they were working for? or anything about the people that decided to kill you?
They wore 7-pointed stars on necklaces around their neck. Black chains.
Pretty sure you're just that asshole that was in my dreams, and now you're trying to manipulate me through a mirror.
I manipulate you. I haven't even gotten a chance to speak with you. You turned the mirror around. You're yelling at me. You're being ridiculous.
I turn the mirror back around, and I sit on the bed. Suspicious.
Okay. The reflection that is like now your fiance sits on the bed in the
Oh,
he says, this was something I set up before I died. It's a way for us to speak.
Insight check.
Took me a long time to have it delivered to you. It wasn't finished.
How could you afford something like this?
I'm waiting. Error? He says, I did a lot of work for the Church of Soon. Oh, there we go. Oh, natural one. You don't believe that shit. No, like, you're with a natural, like there's hesitation in their voice. There's some mannerisms that your fiance had, like certain ways of moving or brushing their hair out of their face, and things that this like reflection of doesn't seem to have.
Mm-hmm. I think I'm gonna act like I still don't know.
Okay.
Like I still think it's him.
Okay.
Or I still, I want to act like I think it's him. But reluctantly. Well, you were pretty up and coming. And you kind of were the next big thing, so.
They nod, and he says, I don't know. This is the only way I could figure for us to get back in contact. I knew there were people after me. I'd been being followed, and so I set this up in case I died. I don't know who killed me, and I don't know what you've been doing the last few months, days, however long it's been. There's a lot that I don't remember clearly here.
Yeah. Such a shame. Well, we didn't part on the best of terms. And,
Cocks his head to the side at that.
the things that you said,
He starts to look hurt and confused. I'm sorry, I don't remember an argument, or did we argue?
Mm-hmm.
Not everything's clear to me.
This is, of course, me being deceptive because me and he definitely didn't have any kind of like argument or anything right before, but I'm trying to get this thing caught in a lie so that I can confirm.
Yeah. It says, I don't remember. I'm sorry, Layla.
And I can't believe it was with her.
They really cock their head to the confused. Can you make a deception check for me?
Do I still have guidance?
No, once you use it, it's gone.
Damn it. 21.
Damn, you're rolling like fire. Okay, I go, look, she didn't mean anything to me. I was trying to help them out. I was there doing the church's work, and I just got caught up in the moment.
I'm going to
I'm
just turn the mirror around, and then.
Wait, Layla, there's so much more we need to talk about, though. We can't just leave off on a moment argument. Let me apologize.
I drink the next shot, and part of me wants to do this. but I don't know if it'll work. I'm gonna try it. She drinks the next shot and she goes, you know, you never really loved me. And she's gonna cast Dispel Magic.
Ooh.
Okay. Spell casting ability modifier 10 plus the spell's level. So I'm gonna need you to make
A wisdom check?
a.
Okay.
You can use guidance if you want.
I would like to use guidance. Wisdom. Plus slash roll 1d4.
Yeah, I need a 2 or better.
Oh, fuck!
The Kelric, or probably Chris actually, next door, here's the mirror break. The mirror's facing away from you when you do this. I turned it to face the wall. So you hear the mirror shatter, and then something smacks into the wall on the other side.
I knock on the wall.
Yeah,
I'm
you hear
like,
thump, thump,
"Layla?"
thump. But something rolls like out of the mirror. You can't see the whole
I definitely
form,
scream.
but like a pair of legs flops out, and like like the mirror tips over onto its side. So like you could see a pair of legs and like high-topped leather boots, and an arm, and then like one long red leathery wing like flop out of the mirror, and then you can hear on the other side on the floor on the other side of the mirror like a raspy like
Blood curdling scream.
If I hear that, I guess I'm gonna run next door.
Run into Layla's room, and the mirror's on its side. The glass all over the floor, and then behind the mirror, out of sight, you can see something laying on the floor.
We had a long rest before this, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
What is that?
And you can hear this.
It's in the
like,
mirror. It was in the mirror,
You
guys.
can hear like labored, painful breathing.
Oh god,
Can
just
I
kill it.
identify the thing?
You can make a religion check.
Can I make a religion check? I don't know.
Yeah, you can't see the whole thing. Like you can't really see the whole creature.
That's okay. It's not even my religion.
I don't know what it is.
Layla, you're just in a panic.
It's Asmodeus in the flesh.
How do you guys know what this thing is? It has human like pale human skin. And a leathery red wing. You can see like its feet sticking out. It's wearing clothes. The hand you can see is like desiccated. Like somebody that's been like very dehydrated. The hand is shriveled and gnarled.
Are you okay, buddy?
It was trying to be my dead fiance, and it's not.
When you say, hey, "Are you okay, buddy?" you can hear like a whispered, like an attempt at an answer, but the thing doesn't seem to be able to speak at any volume.
I'm gonna knock the mirror over to look at the thing.
You knock the mirror over. Laying on the other side of it is it looks like a woman, like a human woman who's wearing dark like red trousers and like a red blouse. That if she were in better condition would probably show a lot of cleavage. And she has a pair of giant red like bat wings, like leathery wings. She looks like she was probably very attractive like 3 years ago. Her face is like shriveled, like extreme starvation, and dehydration. Like she looks like hell. Her face, she has bruises from probably nothing. But you could see like the structure of her face. At one point, she was very attractive. She has long black hair that's like matted and almost like dreadlocked. It's just matted and gnarled. And you're standing above her, but you can see her lips moving.
Is this like a condition that I can fix, or does she just?
She looks like she's starving to death.
Do I still have any bread left over from the chasing?
And she's talking, but like it's just a hoarse whisper. None of you can hear it from standing over. She's too weak to move. Like she's not struggling. She doesn't jump up and everything. She's just laying there.
Bobo, can you get us some more water?
You ring the bell. Yeah, you
Yeah.
ring the bell.
Oh my god.
Bobo!
Oh boy.
Bobo! Where are you? I don't know what you gave me in this whiskey, but this mirror broke and a lady fell out of it.
You guys want to just wait for Bobo? It'll take him a few minutes from wherever he is.
I'll also
Yeah.
go see if some of if I think I left some.
There's water in the
behind.
water pitcher in Layla's
Oh yeah, let's
room.
get her some water.
So you go over, you get the water. You like, how do you plan on delivering to her? She can't lift her hand.
Prop her up, like prop her up in back style.
Who wants to pick her up? Is it Kelric that's trying to prop her up?
Can I investigate for the star?
Yeah.
Does she have stars on her?
You have to like, you just roll a perception check because you'd have to like.
Oh, okay,
That doesn't matter. You don't see it. Kelric, as you wrap your arm under her, pick her up, you just feel bone. Like she's absolutely bone. Like there's nothing left on her. And as you prop her up in the whispers, you make a perception check and we'll see how much you.
Okay. Great.
So it's you'd have to get close to her face to actually hear the full sentence, but you pick up. She says, name and kiss. So there's only 2 words you pick up out of like it's spaced out. It's not like she says where it's like whisper whisper name, whisper whisper kiss, or whisper whisper kiss, whisper whisper name.
Okay, I'm gonna look really nervously, and then I'm gonna bring my ear closer to try and understand it better.
Okay, so you lean down close. I will whisper to you on.
Let's get you hydrated first.
She shakes her head like weakly, like she says no.
What does she want, Kelric?
Blood.
Why was she in my mirror?
She wants
You
me
want
to
your
kiss her.
soul?
Oh,
man,
no, don't do that.
Don't do that.
No. No. She tried to be my dead fiance and like.
And she said she'd tell me her name? Is that?
I don't know what that means.
Actually, that might be kind of. I think demons' names have like cool powers over them, don't they? Isn't that like
Yes.
a thing?
Yeah. If you know a demon's like true name, you can give them commands. You can speak to them regardless of what plane of existence they're. You have some control over them if you know their name.
Layla, wait. Layla picks up a piece of mirror and she pulls out her lipstick. She bends down and she
I hope
goes.
it doesn't suck out your soul.
Yeah, she goes up to the woman's ear and she goes, "If you try to fuck me over, I will kill you, bitch." And she gives her a kiss on the neck.
You kiss her?
Yep.
Aww.
Okay.
Right on the cheek.
You guys see as that little side of intimacy, a peck on the cheek. You guys see the figure on the floor. Her form begins to like rapidly rehydrate almost. She goes from looking almost like a. I hate to say this, but she looks like somebody who was rescued from Auschwitz. She goes from that, and within a few seconds, she begins to swell, and her body begins to fill back in. She has the dark black hair, bright green colored eyes, the skin around them becoming soft and supple once again. Her lips turn a ruby red color, almost like she's wearing lipstick. Her whole form, her whole figure, her blouse fills back out. Her whole figure begins to change. Layla, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
It was your inspiration. Oh, God.
It's gonna end poorly.
You take 32 points of damage.
Oh.
Well, I'm not down yet.
Are you still up?
Yep.
Whew, I'm glad. Okay. You cannot. You take 32 points of damage, psychic damage. On top of that, your hit point maximum cannot heal up past whatever your current hit points is.
Great.
Until you take a long rest.
Great.
Oh,
I'm about to go
Whoa.
to bed for the night.
The really rough part of that is okay. It could have killed her, but anyway, she
Yeesh.
swells back in. You hear her
Like-
gasp. And then Layla, I need you to make a charisma saving throw. With disadvantage. 13. Her hand lifts up and brushes the side of your cheek, and she turns face to face with you, and you guys make out for a couple seconds. You guys see as the woman on the floor goes back into shape, Layla shrivels. The energy is literally
Kelrick,
like
is
pulled
very
out of.
concerned, and like
Yeah.
if he sees a change start, he tries to like pull them apart. You know,
The
he's great
Layla
at
like
strength saves.
actively resists, and Kelrick,
Nope,
she gets
try.
weak. But as Kelrick pulls her apart, she whispers her name in your ear.
Alright, what's her name? What's this bitch's name?
Oh,
I
Nina,
will tell
what's her name?
Oh god.
Oh
Alright,
god, what happened? Oh god.
Hang on.
is it super secret? I have a secret. A secret secret. I did stupid stuff. This is great.
Play stupid games, get stupid rewards. Well, actually, this is a pretty good reward. Alright.
Wow.
Then as you pull away, she looks at Layla, and shock and like horror goes over her face. She starts to cry. She's like actively weeping, and the wings like that are now like full on. She seems to have movement again, just fold up behind her. And she shakes her head and she's like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I've been in there for so long and I was so hungry.
Can I offer more bread and water?
Aw.
So,
Layla's like, how many hit points do you have?
7.
7. So Layla's like swaying on her fucking feet. Like she's
Oh,
not held
Elric's
together.
gonna
Aw.
stand and like he's not gonna drop the lady, but he's gonna like let her go, and then he's gonna like try and usher Layla into the bed to sit down.
Layla like waves him off, grabs the last shot, drinks it, and she goes, "You better not fuck me over."
She shakes her
Sits
head
down.
and she's like, I literally can't. But I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to that. I haven't eaten in so long.
But how long were you in that mirror?
She shakes her head. Her hair fucking untangles itself. Like, like she turns into this drop dead gorgeous woman. She shakes her head and she's like, I don't know. What
The reason the mirror was magic was it to keep you in it?
she shrugs and she's like, are you gonna be okay? She's looking at Layla.
I'm still trying to get her to sit down.
I just need another drink.
She rushes to get you the drink.
Guys, you probably should not leave this room. Just saying.
Well,
Oh, yeah,
we'll
you're
talk about that.
following
The mirror. I got put in there because I was, I don't know, inappropriate, like,
Delicious.
smiles at
Just kidding.
you. She goes,
Fuck.
no, I was bad, but bad by devil standards. I don't like to kill people.
Oh, so you were too good.
And she like nods,
Mm.
and she's like, you don't have to worry about me leaving the room.
Insight check.
Yeah.
I'm fucking over here.
And she looks over her shoulder, and the wings like vanish.
27.
She doesn't seem to be lying.
You're not lying. Why are you not lying to me? I don't. What
mean-
are you? Wait. Do I know what she is? Because she ate me.
Give me a
You
religion
look terrible. You really should sit down.
I gotta cast guidance on myself, and it looks very painful. And I wince a little bit. Like, this ain't good.
Layla, go lay down.
Stop
Go to bed.
trying to make me go to bed. It's just I
I'm
might
not
get.
trying to make you go to bed. You're swaying. I just want to sit.
What if I
She-
get eated?
Just don't know what she is. And she's like,
We're
um,
here.
she'll be okay. She just needs to rest. If we can get her to lay down and go to sleep, she'll recover.
And then I reach over to Calric, and I'm like, Callie, I don't feel so good.
Good night, sweet princess.
Layla, maybe you shouldn't have had so many drinks. earlier.
Okay, Karik is gonna like try and pick her up and like move her to the bed.
What's a wisdom? I don't know what that means. What's a wisdom?
Just gonna go move her over.
Yeah, so Layla, you lay down, I guess. And she's like, I don't know what to do now.
Why don't-
Well, we're on a boat.
Sit down and we'll talk to you in a minute. I want to make sure
She looks at Layla when Kelric tells her to sit down.
Preferably not in the same bed with me, just in case I roll over and spoon you and die.
She nods and she backs up against the
Oh my.
Just saying.
She backs up against the far wall and sits down and like pulls her knees up to her chest and like hugs them. And she's
Also,
like, if she just rests, if they just rest afterwards, they're usually okay. I'm so sorry.
just kind of chill there for a minute.
She nods.
That's maybe, and you probably shouldn't leave the room because you don't have a ticket to
She shrugs.
the
and
boat
she's like-
show.
She nods. She doesn't say anything.
Oh God. Okay. Okay. What did I do? Soon, what did I do? Oh, please don't leave me alone, Kelly. Chris, you're real strong.
Yeah, I mean, I'm physically
Yeah.
strong, yes.
Yeah. If I
Yeah,
have to pee at night, will you take me to the bathroom?
yeah, I guess so.
Calric, please don't look while I pee. It's really embarrassing. I have to sit.
What?
Okay, I need to roll something real quick.
I guess we're all sleeping in here tonight.
Well,
Better go get my dragon.
Maybe if I just kissed you, it will give me energy back. And then she
Okay.
like reaches over and she's like, "Give me smooches,"
So
but
roll.
drunk.
So he's gonna say, "I'm sure
my
you're
goodness.
beautiful even when you pee."
That's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me.
oh.
Wow.
And if she actually asks, he'll like kind of do like he'll look at her like, "Oh God, oh God, oh God, oh." Like classic nerd style, kisses her forehead.
Oh, do I get better?
No.
Fuck, it didn't work for me. I'm gonna give you a nickname. Ira.
She nods.
Ira didn't.
She goes, "Thank you."
Ira did not.
You guys,
Work.
Kurt and Buster enjoyed, and the rest of you. It's getting late at night. You finally like feel.
I'm gonna
You
do
hear
this
this like
tonight.
commotion coming from Layla's room.
So, looks like
Oh,
the
and there's a
pumpkin-
knock on. Actually, you guys come down and you see Bobo, your guys' room attendant, standing outside the room, and he's knocking on the door. So you hear a knock.
Oh, Chris is gonna answer the door. and
I'm
try
gonna go to
like,
bed.
puff up and
I need
become
more
as big as
shots!
Possible.
Does
Yeah,
anybody wonder how Bobo is? He's like, he
Shots.
goes in, then there's a mysterious mirror, then he leaves, comes back, and the mirror is like open. Then he leaves, he comes back, and the mirror's broken, and there's a girl there.
Yeah, no, he's just like no, he was you rang.
Oh,
More
yeah.
shots.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
we
no
want
more
some bread.
shots.
shots.
Tea.
No
No,
more shots,
she's drunk.
tea.
We need like some bread or some crackers or something.
Coconut water.
Is that good for?
I need a
Not.
healing
for this?
potion.
Coconut water and things like something salty with tomatoes.
She gets out of the
Yeah,
bed.
okay.
She
I
grabs Bobo and she's like, I need.
And he's
Go
like,
lie back down.
I
Go
am
back to bed, Layla.
I am from a place far away, and we like spicy, salty things. It helps with the drinking. I will make you a thing.
Oh, thanks.
Yes,
Can I
you're
have
a
some?
beautiful
That sounds
soul.
good.
He nods. I will come back with several beverages and some bread.
Cool, thanks.
And he leaves. And Buster, Curtis, and Jordan, you guys can see, like, you can hear this, and you see Bobo, like, leaving the door. And he's, like, mumbling into himself in a dialect none of you speak. And he sees you and, like, smiles and nods.
Of note, do I get drunk faster with that last shot?
Sure, yeah.
Do you want me to
Just
cast wounds
trashed.
on you?
What? No. Just
It won't
this is
help.
traumatic enough. Let me write it out. I'll be fine. To just you have very nice fur, Kelly.
Coward blushes.
Woo, Chris. I've never seen your feet so bright and cheery.
Alright, is that a thing that my feet are? I never.
They are now.
And Ira, as you've taken to calling her.
Yeah,
goes,
Ira.
Should I stay?
Yeah. You got some explaining to do.
Can you go anywhere? Are you?
She looks at you and she's like, I have a 12-foot wingspan. I can go anywhere I like.
Oh, I thought you could like teleport maybe out of this room.
She
to
shakes her head from side to side and she
place.
goes, sort of.
Yeah.
She
Well,
nods.
if you leave, how
Do you
will
have
I
like a little
find you
pocket
again?
dimension you can go to?
She shakes her head. She says, no, I can pass partially into the ethereal plane.
Oh, that's neat. That's cool. I don't know what that means. So that's neat.
And she looks around the room and then she like puts her hand on the wall and then her hand goes through the wall. And then she pulls her hand back out of the wall.
Oh.
Oh.
Wait. How did you know about him?
She shakes her head. She's like, I don't remember clearly everything that I was inside the mirror. I was so hungry and I just wanted to get out and it was part of the enchantment from the mirror and I remember there was a man with a thin mustache and he told me your name and uh, about the man that you were with, but not much else. I think I was supposed to learn things. I don't remember well. I'm sorry. I was in there for it, and she shakes her head. She like, pulls her knees closer to her chest.
Inciting. 15?
I mean, between that and the 27 you rolled earlier, you'd think that she might be like, she might have some fucking PTSD. Like, you don't get the sense that she's lying, but you get the sense that she's like, maybe in a mild state of shock. And like confused and doesn't really understand. Like the fact that she's holding it together seems fairly impressive. She doesn't seem clear-headed. She isn't functioning well.
Well, in case you get that their memory back, you should probably just stay there and I'm gonna take a nap and like Kelly, don't leave me. Chris, don't leave me.
Yeah, okay. Don't worry. Do you want us to call anyone else in? I think I saw Buster and Kurt. Do you want all of your friends around you in this trying time?
I think that'd be a lot of people in this very tiny room.
Yeah, it would.
But I'll let you go tell them the not great news.
I go out in the hall and I'm like, Buster, Curtis, y'all around still?
What?
Layla's dying. She wants to
What?
see her.
Layla, what?
She's crying? Oh,
What
that's
happened
nothing.
while we were
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
You
It's
go
fine,
into,
so it's
you guys
fine.
go into Layla's room, and Calric is sitting on like the edge of the bed. Layla's spread out, looking like just fucking horrible. Her makeup's running down. It's the worst you've ever seen. And there's a broken mirror on one side of the room with glass everywhere, and a strange woman, like curled up in a ball, up against the wall.
Oh, Layla, where'd y'all find this one?
In the mirror, as you
What?
do.
She nods.
What mirror?
It's
What
it's
did she
literally
do to
broken
my other
your-
friend?
mirror.
Your rooms come with mirrors?
Well, Layla's did.
Did we have to pay extra for that?
You just see, like,
I think
mirror
she got
shards
it
all
for
across the
free.
floor.
Because it was like a spooky demon mirror or something.
Well, hi. Hi.
Demon mirror.
Did she try to hurt you?
No, she's fine.
No. She doesn't
What?
she doesn't remember a whole lot. I guess she's bad at what she does. Or whatever.
Oh.
I don't know what that is. Or whatever she was supposed to do. I don't know. I might be
She looks
dying,
pretty good
guys.
to me now.
I'm also real drunk.
Uh.
So like,
Do you need help picking up these mirror shards?
I'm sure it's
oh
fine.
yeah.
Just leaving them on the floor.
That was a
Alrighty,
nice
let's
mirror.
focus on 'em.
Take care of them. They'll be annoyed at it, but they'll do it.
Ira, can you, pick up your mirror parts? That's probably part of you, ain't it?
She
I
shakes
think
her
it
head.
was more
She
like
says,
she was
I
part of
can
it.
pick them up, but I don't. I was more in it, I think. I don't know.
It's like a prison or some shit. I don't know. Just...
She
Can you
nods.
put it back together?
I'm sorry, I don't know any magic.
I can.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It'll
This
take
is
a while, though.
Far too
That
fucked up
sounds
for
so bad.
mending.
Dang it!
Mm,
I mean, I can't, like, just do, like, a puzzle thing and...
No, it's way too.
I gave it a pretty
Well,
good
you
shatter.
could just put them all back together like puzzle pieces, and then I'll just like lick the surface and my spit.
Wouldn't that cut your tongue?
I'm sure.
Also,
it'll work.
Layla dispelled the magical spell that was on it. So even if
Yeah,
you
but it's still
put it
be a
back
cool
together, it
mirror.
would just be a mirror.
Yeah, no, that was the goal. It wasn't
Just
to make
a
another
nice
magic mirror. It's just to make a mirror.
Just a plain mirror.
I mean, that's a high-class mirror!
This bad boy
we
right
could
here
probably-
can fit so many demons.
So many demons.
Well, so far we've only seen one.
Only been used by a little old lady who...
Slaps the top of the glass.
Ow!
Room
Wow.
spinning.
It can fit one demon.
I guess Layla passes out.
Room starts to spin.
No!
Layla passes out.
Can I drape a blanket on Layla?
Sure.
Probably gonna start cleaning up all this mirror everywhere.
Okay. The woman starts like crawling around on the floor, like helping you guys pick up shards of glass.
Would you like us to call you Ira as well?
She nods.
Nice to meet you, Ira. I'm Kelric.
She like from the ground, one handful. It's nice to meet you too.
Cool.
I'm Chris. Hi.
If you don't shake her hand, she just looks confused and then holds out her hand to Chris.
I'll take it.
And she shakes hands with you.
Kelric is bad with words, so don't mind.
That's okay. I'm bad at a lot of things.
Oh, I'm sure that's not
Did we just get a pet demon thing?
true. Yeah.
Oh boy.
I mean, it's just the way of our party. We collect outcasts.
I don't know that I believe this, but okay. This is gonna turn horribly wrong.
Oh
Okay.
yes, no, it'll be wonderful.
Buster's still got a stinky face looking at her, just like,
Like, hi.
Stepping in on your turf.
She holds out her hand. She's like, hi. My name is.
Ira,
he just kind of waves. Buster.
Oh, she waves back. Okay.
I curtsy at Jordan.
She looks at you and goes, I don't know what that means.
My Jordan. Wait,
No,
you
the
mean
this thing. Then she like mimics it. I don't know what that is.
Oh, it's just it's a wave.
Okay.
Never mind. It's not. I'll take first watch.
Okay, I'll probably be up for a little while too.
Well, okay.
After she finishes cleaning up the glass, she goes and like sits back down her spot on the floor. The night passes and like getting on earlier in the morning. Who's like the yeah, Keller. Like I guess at one point in the night she goes, is it gonna be embarrassing for Layla if a bunch of people leave her room in the middle?
No.
Oh, okay. And then
No, that's
like
pretty commonplace.
Jordan, do you know how to play? What was that game you played, Jordan? Two Dragon Ante?
Three Dragon Ante,
Yeah. I remember that.
the card game.
Do you want to play while we're awake? Would you like to learn how to play Ira?
She shrugs. Sure.
That's
Pretty
what Three Dragon
interesting.
Ante.
Oh God, what would be embarrassing? Oh God.
Pull out a deck of many cards. And
Yeah, you guys start playing the card game. So you're teaching it to her, and she's learning to play a card game. And every once in a while, she asks like an odd question. Like she asks, is it gonna be embarrassing for Layla for people to leave her room in the middle of the night? And then she's like, what about women? Should I be a man?
You can just do that.
She nods.
No, she has no preferences.
Oh, okay. Well, no, I meant for like here. Is it better to be a man?
No, it's fine either way.
What about for the card game?
No, you can be a girl for the card game.
She nods. Okay.
Do you
and she
have,
just
like, a free shifting form?
God, I wish that were me. I mean,
she looks she looks you up and down and thinks for a few minutes. Like she's looking at you and studies you up and down for a few minutes, and then she just turns into a furball.
Oh.
Like she just grows and like grows the fur and like turns into a furball, and she's like,
Is she cute?
yeah, she's like a big, cute female furball. And her
Or
clothes,
is
like,
suddenly twice as bad as with words as normal?
her form like shifts to match, and she's like, or I could be a boy, whatever you are, or but I prefer what I normally am, and she like forms back into the attractive, 20-something girl.
Yeah, just be yourself.
She nods. Okay.
Oh.
It's best.
So the evening, Layla unfortunately is asleep, and none of this. The evening passes. You guys wake up in the morning. You give shifts so that you don't leave Layla alone. Who's with Layla other than Ira when she wakes up?
I think Chris has gone.
Also,
into...
Ira doesn't sleep. She's awake all night.
Kelrick fell asleep on the floor next to the bed.
I think Chris went and got the giant dragon plush and brought it back into the room, so it's even more crowded.
Okay.
And I'm probably sleeping on that somewhere in here, maybe on the floor.
Okay, so you guys wake up in the morning and Ira's like taking her spot in the floor, like with her knees pulled up to her chest.
Does she need a bed or anything?
Do you want to cuddle my dragon?
She was like, I'm sorry, I don't know what that means.
Dude, you can cuddle it.
It's not a
Like
euphemism?
what I'm doing. No, that's just
okay. No, that's okay.
Okay. It's very soft.
So like Layla, you wake up and you can hear Ira and Chris like having. It's like you hear. Is that a euphemism?
I know what those are.
It's like
you recover, by the way. You go back to normal after a long rest.
Oh God, I almost died.
Oh, I'm glad you're okay. Should I be a man?
What do you want to be? You can be
I'm
whatever
fine
you
like
want.
this.
Okay, well just be like that. That's who
Nods.
you want to be. You are who you are.
Okay.
Except, like, don't fucking eat me. Jesus, that was scary.
Chisel, I didn't mean to eat you. I will have to eat again at some
Oh
point,
no, don't tell me that!
but I find it's better if I spread it out across a bunch of people so that they just feel tired after.
And hearing that, I'm like, all right, I'm going to my room. Good night. Or good morning, I should say.
I would say I got
out of character, Soon's all about that life, huh?
I got something you can eat, but wait, you might actually kill me.
It's clam chowder.
Oh.
Mom spaghetti?
Oh, I'm just gonna go die now. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Okay, I think I'm good enough that you guys can go. You, Ira, should stay.
She nods.
For sure.
Okay.
I'll stay here if it's okay.
You can, do you mind,
Layla, can you make an insight check for me?
okay. Am I inciting natural 20?
Oh shit, okay. You can see Ira like looking at Kelric, and then looking at you, and then looking at Kelric, and then she blinks, and then she looks at you, and then she stares at Kelric for like the rest, like a good 20-30 seconds. She's just staring at Kelric, and then she'll go look back at you.
Why are you staring at him? Why are you staring at him?
I think she might be hungry.
Do I know why?
Um,
With the 20? Do I know why?
yeah. You don't know. You know, like her expression is kind of hollow and empty, so it's hard to tell what she's thinking. But you can tell she's like drawing some sort of conclusion about you and Kelric.
You'll be fine, Kelric. I'm just gonna do my normal prayer thing and like.
Are you sure? Because yesterday you told us to come in because there was a mirror in your.
Well, you know, crisis averted, right?
She made you look like, no offense, Ira, she made you look like crap in about 5 seconds flat.
I'm not gonna do that again. I was so hungry.
Insight check on her? Do I know that she's not gonna eat me?
Oh yeah, no. With your natural 20, yeah, she has no intention of trying to. Like she's
sated for now.
Yeah, but like on top of that, she seems like she's a little broken. Like her head is not right. Like there's something wrong.
You know, I'm gonna teach her the good word as soon, cause I mean, look at that body.
She goes, I know soon.
Really?
Well, know of.
You wanna, you know, do some prayer with me?
I don't think.
Okay, Kelric, let's go.
Yeah.
Like, I think praying. And as you go to leave, she's like, Kelric, you don't want to stay? I could go, and you and Kelric could pray.
Oh god, Kelric turned so fast. Speechless.
Speechless.
And like Kelric, you turn around and look at her, and she's like.
Not a euphemism. Not a euphemism. So we'll make that clear. Not this time. Not this time. Usually it is with me. Like
I don't think I can pray. A good God, because if I do, it might kill me. But I don't know. I've never tried it. But you know.
Well, let's give it a shot.
Oh god.
From the 6th circle of hell, so I don't know how that works.
And then we leave, we come back. It's just
Very distinctly from the 9th circle of hell, though, because like the 9th is where that fucktard. Did you say a mustache last night? I think I heard mustache.
Yeah, he had like a thin mustache and black hair, and he spoke in a very. And she like, but you know what? Hang on a second. She stops and thanks. She does remember what he looks like.
We're fucked, guys. We're real fucked.
I mean, you really would.
find the handout for him.
Oh.
Named MP. Oh, it's 2 S's. That's what.
So I get my spells back?
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, the guy she turns into is he has black hair. He's wearing like a golden brocade, like a high collar, basically. Has slightly pointed ears, a thin mustache, and a little goatee. Dark black eyebrows and sort of deep set, fairly handsome features. You recognize him, but it's not as Medeus. It looks like Victoro Castellanter.
Ooh.
Oh.
Wait a second.
Uh-oh.
Oh, sweet dear.
Uh-oh.
I think we might want to pray to soon. Alright, nothing to see here, guys. Nothing to see here. Just kidding. I don't care if you guys stay for this. It's gonna be a little weird.
That's fine. I just want to make sure everybody stays safe.
We're safe, yeah. You could go back to being a girl. You're much easier on the ice.
Yeah, she blinks back into her normal face.
Oh, that's so nice. I got some ideas for
like,
later.
Oh, that's so nice. And she goes, it's like the whole thing.
Like the whole thing
Yeah, like all of me.
is nice? Or
No, it's like can become a dude.
She's saying she'll have equipment.
oh
Yeah.
oh oh guys, I need you to leave the room.
Does everybody leave the room?
Chris is already gone.
I don't.
Buster's been like dangling
Chris
his feet
is
over the edge of the
probably
boat.
dragging Kelric out after.
And then I'm gonna start being like, all right, I got a guy. Hold on.
As soon as they leave the room, I need you.
Secret chat.
Awesome. I'm gonna
Wow,
make
so
sandwich.
many secrets.
All right, sorry guys, going to secret. Okay.
So as soon as they leave the room and the door shut, he likes
What? Who?
Kelric. He might even be in love with you.
What?
She nods.
Nah, you're silly.
She shakes her head. No, I'm not good at a lot, but I'm good at that.
At what?
That's how I eat.
Oh, yeah, that explains why when I kissed you, I almost died.
I said I was sorry. I didn't mean to almost kill you. I hadn't eaten, and I don't know how long. Something I would have died. So I thought, just a kiss on the cheek, that seemed fine. And then there was so much that.
Yeah. No, I mean, I knew the risk. Come on, somebody asked you to kiss them, and they look like that. You know something's gonna happen, right?
But she goes, that's not the point. He likes you.
Okay, well that's nice. He's a
She shrugs.
He's a nice guy. Nice, tall, furry guy. And I love to make him blush. Holy shit, have you ever seen a furball blush?
I think is that what he is, a furball?
Uh-huh.
I think I saw it earlier.
It's so funny. I take delight in that. I guess you and I are kind of similar in that kind of respect, I guess. Oh.
We both use people's emotions in order to get what we need out of them?
Oh, you're so dirty.
No, I'm clean.
Oh, that's so twisted.
She nods. I don't like it either, but girls gotta eat.
Oh, you're right. So cute. So now on to some questions. You are I know who you were hired by, and I bet I'm like 99% sure that
I wasn't hired.
you more like enslaved, methinks, because he probably trapped you in that mirror.
Oh no, Asmodeus put me.
Put you in the mirror?
She nods.
Why do you put you in a mirror?
Because I was good, bad. It's confusing. I don't like to kill people.
Is there an insight check? Would I think that that's a thing that a dude?
Ton of insight checks. Like she's
No, I
She
mean
doesn't
like,
see it. If she's lying, she thinks she's telling the
no, I mean like, is that a thing that like a devil would do?
truth. No, no, not at all. No, it's fucking weird.
Wait.
She's like, Asmodeus was like, you gotta go here and get this information from these people, and when you're done, kill them. And I didn't want to kill them, so he got mad at me, put me in a mirror.
That doesn't sound right.
And I got so hungry that when somebody had the mirror, and if they told me they would feed me, and I would just do whatever they asked, because I mean, if you get hungry enough for long enough, I was just desperate.
How long were you
I don't know,
in there?
long time.
Pretty sure that like that's not a devil thing to do. They don't usually just put people in mirrors. That's kind of dumb.
She shrugs. I don't know. Asmodeus does stuff like that all the time. Put a Balrog in a gym once.
Wait. No. Wait, back up.
He
Like
made a-
in real life. In real life.
What, in
You
real
just said,
life?
yeah. You just said that he doesn't do things like that.
Oh, I thought you meant her not wanting to kill people.
No. Asmodeus doesn't put people in mirrors.
Oh, he does weird shit all the time.
Oh, okay, so he probably did.
Like he's constantly scheming and like yeah, like if there
Okay.
had been some if he told her to do something and she refused to do it, he would have come up with some kind of punishment and probably have tried to do something creative. The way the doubt,
Okay. So it's not like somebody else tried to put her in a mirror.
But probably not.
Okay. Well, me and Asmodeus, we don't exactly get along.
I don't know if he gets along with anyone.
And you and me, we kind of opposites.
She, well, I mean, we both seduce people and take things from them.
Well, you see, I am.
And we both think Kelrick is cute when he blushes.
Aw. Do not touch Kelrick.
But she's concentrated. It's like, but he's so big.
I know.
I could, like, not even as a snack.
No.
Okay.
No. Like,
Here's
how
a-
long is it gonna take for you to get hungry again?
I don't know.
A while? I hope a while.
My scope of time is a little skewed because I've been in infinite blackness looking at people through a mirror for a long time.
That sucks.
So she shrugs. I don't know.
Okay. Well,
I'm not hungry yet, and I've been out of the mirror for a while, but like we kissed for a long time.
also don't do that again to me. The, enamoring thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like, I mean, your energy's feeling drained. It's nicer just to, like, be nice about it. Ask.
She goes, okay, I will.
Not get
ask."
crazy and, like, super sucky. You know what I mean?
She nods.
Get it? Okay, you feel me. Fucking Castellaners. So I got a plan. And then we'll go back to the other people.
Okay.
I had to wrestle with a bear by
Alright.
myself. It was hilarious.
Wrestling with a bear.
Oh, I didn't want to miss that.
During the last show, I got into a wonderful match against a giant.
Which gay club were you in?
Teddy bear.
So a doll had to fight a teddy bear.
Yeah.
Aww.
So
And I lost.
What?
now that I'm done revealing secrets,
So long. That was a big secret. Big meaty secret that only the stream got. Definitely nobody that turned on the volume and listened to it.
doesn't affect you either way.
It's okay. I want to watch the video later. The YouTube video. Anyway.
Yeah, that's what she looks like now, Layla.
Okay. We are ready. I guess I do my makeup and everything, and then come out,
She's kind of watches.
do my little prayer thing, be like, oh, great soon, please look after me and Ira over here. Ira, you wanna join in, put on some lipstick?
I can just make my face look like that.
Just try it. Just try it. You'll love the feel of it.
And she reaches down and like sticks her finger and like pokes a tube of lipstick like way too hard, like squished. And then she like rubs it between her fingers and she's like, "No, it feels greasy."
Okay. Well, it's worth a shot. We're gonna get you on the right path here eventually.
Okay.
The straight and narrow.
Walk straight and narrowly. Got it.
No, well, yeah, a little hip swivel will probably do you some good.
Oh, I know how to do that.
But you wait. We might need you to look average looking. We can't be having you accidentally kill someone.
I'm not hungry now.
Okay. While we're
Like I said, if I do get hungry, I find if it's a bunch of people at once, then
like an orgy? Is that what you're saying?
she shakes.
Oh dear.
She nods.
Oh.
Oh my.
Oh.
And she's like, that way afterwards they just get tired and maybe they feel like they need some water, but nobody dies or gets hurt.
That's gonna be weird.
Well, there
don't
are
have
a
to
lot of people
participate.
trapped on this boat.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so I need to like forge her a fake ID and like a fake ticket and like all this shit. Can I do that with what ability modifier? Because I have forgery kit. And I'm proficient in forgery kit.
I mean, you don't actually need a forgery ticket. She can just look like any of us and make sure that.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I think probably
Or
have one to
I could do
copy.
that.
You could probably do it with you could probably do it with your forgery kit and Dex because it's just about copying it and not.
Okay.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, 22.
Yeah,
plus
no
a D4, so.
Yeah, you got it. You're good.
Okay. So, here's your ticket. Don't ask any questions. Your Ira. What was that last name? Let me look at it. Anybody got a last name?
It should be something Jewish.
Buster has a last name.
Wines?
Not.
O'Keefe. Jewish?
It's Irish.
What is Jewish last name?
Peralta.
I'm
I
trying
don't
to think of like an awesome powers.
Alright, I'm gonna look up one.
Aaron's, Adabi, Abat, Abelin,
Appleton's
Abad.
What was the first one you said?
Aaron's?
Aaron's. Ira Aaron's. Sounds good.
I run errands. Yeah, that sounds right.
I run errands. That's gonna be what you're gonna do for a while.
She nods.
Ira Aaron's.
Okay.
Awesome.
AA Rons.
AA Rons.
Listen here, AA Ron.
Mhm.
Okay, so she nods, and she's just gonna kind of follow you around. So the two of you finally exit the cabin. The group of you get together, start laying your plans for the next day. Tonight, before dinner, so before they have the banquet for the evening, they're going to have the singles night. And you've got this chick that eats people with you.
That'll end well.
God damn it! Never getting laid.
I mean, you can. You're just gonna get a little tired after.
You're gonna have to kick her out of the room first.
So yeah, you guys
To
again,
where?
go up to the dining hall to have breakfast, and with the group of you sort of filtering into the dining hall in the morning, that's where we'll stop. With this, to some of you, unknown woman following Layla around.
Cool.
Awesome.
It's official. Kelrick's gonna have a heart attack on this cruise.
I tell you, I'm gonna have to change my name from Dungeon Master to Drama Master.
Drama king.
Chase, you fucking like
Drama
Yes,
Meister.
master.
you destroyed me, like for real.
I'm sorry.
No, I loved it. I
You
really
made her
did.
cry, so I know that's an accomplishment.
Well, as long as you're not throwing dice at me.
No, no, I want to give you a hug. That was great.
Oh, I appreciate it. I love you guys. I have fun torturing you, and I try to do it in a way that's fun for you as players. So
Yeah, gimme.
I shall torture you in the best way possible.
yeah, it's a weird like BDSM relationship.
It's like
Um,
storytelling and wumping at the same time.
yeah. BDSD.
D and DSM.
I tell you, I actually gonna leave it. This is something that looking at my notes I forgot about. In the morning, you guys go up on the top deck before having breakfast to sort of, greet the morning and see the progress of the ship. You can see the coast flitting by, and I'll have you guys make perception checks on the deck of the ship for me, and I can make them. I need to
Ooh,
change
Dang it, I just glued my character sheet.
perception,
Ira.
perception.
I hope that's
Beans.
I hope that's what Buster does when he looks at stuff. He's like,
Not very good.
looking.
He's just like looking
Um,
backwards through his binoculars.
Okay, Joyden, you're actually the one that knows. As you guys are on the deck of the ship, you guys are traveling south, and you can see the glint of something metallic coming towards you from the south, going south to north. There's something in the sky, big, flying towards you.
Oh,
Oh no!
I like how of all the rolls that I've made tonight, I've made exactly one roll that.
no, singles night.
Yeah, and you start to, you can see a few other people in the ship are starting to notice it. The
The
captain
dragon's
pulls
like,
out.
I'm single.
The captain pulls out a spyglass and starts looking through it up on the top deck up above you guys. There's some shouts from the crew, and the figure gets closer, and at first it's like one like silver colored dot, and it slowly grows, and then next to it you can see like a golden colored dot, and next to that you can see like a brass colored dot. And as these things
Uh-oh.
fly in closer and closer, you can see it's a flight. It's 5 metallic dragons.
Uh-oh.
It's a flight of dragons.
It's a flight of dragons. Yeah, it's a flight of dragons flying like almost on the direct same path of the ship.
Mm.
Are they
We're
going,
boned.
Are they like going in the direction that we came from, or going?
You guys are going north. Or you guys are going from north to south. They are coming from your south, going.
Like
Oh,
towards
okay.
Waterdeep.
So like you guys are going this way, and the dragons are going this way.
I'm sure it's nothing.
Yeah, I'm sure it's definitely not anything that will impact anything.
Yep,
Might not be. So far, it's just been a peaceful cruise.
Mm-hmm.
yep,
Right?
exactly.
Just like
You
I
know,
promised. Absolutely
there's-
peaceful cruise.
Peaceful
Yeah.
things with breaking mirrors.
Traumatic.
Nothing
Yeah,
has happened.
except for I almost died from a thing that I still
yeah,
don't know what it
better
is.
You lived?
Better you than me. I would have been instantly killed.
Oh,
32 damage. Ugh.
I would have had 4 hit points left.
Yeah.
I'm
the
apparently
ability-
beefy.
I was worried about this too because the ability says if the creature is reduced to 0 hit points, by this ability, they're just dead. And I was like, so if it had done what, you have 39 hit points?
Mhm.
Yeah. So if it had done 39 hit points of damage, Layla would just be dead. And she's the cleric. She's the only one that can cast Revivify.
Mhm.
Oh
So when
no.
Layla was like, I kiss her, I was like, oh fuck.
Yep.
I'm so glad you didn't die.
Thank you, horny Layla.
Thank
Layla-
us again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
no
Well,
kidding.
I mean, how many hit points does Calric even have?
38.
38. Okay.
36. 36. No.
All right,
36.
Calric would have survived.
I would
2.
have survived.
most of you probably would have killed.
I have 49.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
That's
pretty
pretty
sure
good.
I
We'll,
would have.
we'll deal with these flying dragons next week. I'll see you guys then.
Great. Oh
All
god.
right.
All right, goodbye.
Thank
Good.
you.
Bye.